ball. And to say the music chair cross Sabe ne Bema Aseno. I didn't ever bomb you, and your friend ball. Who got a mount touch it. On from side and side. Or so ball no more against FIFA Mra. Because I don't see your ball. Because he shall one day. Nivia say a bit me to be a Tiatoa Quadi shall one day. But the hammer one cut ball the was his own touch and the hammer. I was he in your pay, who a bejo. Because don't worry, okay?
Check it out, Unity Radio in the move. Worcester, United States of America. Unity Radio by Yawa.
Wow, talk to us.
My son, nobody said, I was so I'm fit one of my baby.
Oh, talk to me. Oh, talk to me. I said, I'm not going to be a man. I will be a man. Also, man,
say
me kwa toilet no so bla ye toilet bia no krom ha say ana me se me kwa toilet no so me bia na blaze su ne ba me koto pa ho no so ba kan ha wona ye adan sa toilet da bia ye ne me ma koto so na ba ma se su ni mo toilet krom ka say kro ka ka nyina toilet ene afan ya wo hoyi ma ne me nyina ne toilet ba ko so me koto ya na so ba koto me nchen adan nchen na ye sa e ta me ne ko sa toilet ko no
the agent said me ko toilet so me so afo so de me oh eba sa me so menya dai o so me so tranche na me so menia na me ko tonje on no bu afusi ade ma ba ton so me so menya dai me ba so ton se ba ko pe mi nyina mi ni ngum ho mi tumi ni ngum sa o ko to so ba no esinchen so ko te sa brim tua so ani
na se eduru bebe e me ma no mo hyeda e na mo hu se ma na kwa na mo koso bia na
dabi ebu ha o enza to tele se to de bia e kef du bu kef na o ba ni so na to o so to tele de Mundimi ni ngo ho. O say de o go to zubie.
Obi a toilet de wo de na wa de koso na say toilet ne do.
Ah, toilet de me ko akoni e. Ah, ya kef. Toilet de ye sibia e bu de kef. Ni atare nchen sei. Ndu bu kef na o ba de siswe.
Na say mo kre ma ne ha mo.
E ma ne ha ye. What is your toilet so see ba ko pe. E fa ni nkwankwan ye. O ba ko no oba si so no me si so. So what is ndi toilet de enwum nkwa de enyina enwum nya ni abom. Comme je besie abana ntima besi bia ma enu manisa
yatin kensen osumpa yen adwuma yenya tiesi comedy babie Unity Radio yene edamu no Worcester bonten so obia tie Unity Radio check it out Unity Radio in the move Worcester United States of America Unity Radio by Yawa empanifo kan awomwo sa aboa enwa wahwe ne husu ya ye fra no wotope no kura trodo no wa opoku jamfi wa bin adwumam wanyi aba ye otope
asampa etia obanyansa foso wo bunubia wonka na asam ze mafutu sam kakre wa asupeme yo kofi omaya woman omani ya mama enyi baby ako wacha za ya wareni wonsom wanyinyi pa asade pa wo fioye ya mo yembera ye ebe ya ifuyana omaya woman omaya mama na ati waya no ra nyamicha
special good morning to you, Papa. How are you doing? And of course to the entire workers of Dan Auto Repairs, Mr. Danso, for Dixon, and Ejura phone and Mamushi Muka, our Master Danso, no pay Yamamo Ache, our Worcester Crodium ha. If you are watching us from our motherland, Ghana, especially to you, Mamiaba Nkuma, Ghana Government Hospital, Pantainawi Ejuma. You are such an ardent and dedicated viewer, listener of Unity Radio, and we are proud of you. Venture Frances Punamani, Ken Fredericks also in Germany, Joe Conti in Qatar, Abeku Enoch also in Abu Dhabi, and all our listeners and viewers worldwide. Yechamunina Mamwachi, Mami Agnes Buafo, Mami Pacho Pomti Semi Chaunia Bushafona. And to you, Nana Berma Brempo and Sabre, we hope to hear from you very soon with regards to Yenia Bana or Diniko to Joria. We are School 1.5 kilometers. Unity Radio Fatu also say, you better appeal for funds at the Akomano. Who and I can report now. I feel yet to me a comments and a prayer channel. And Sabre Umpum to say, Yadinya Misoya, Juman Kwan and Yamibe to Mesha, Manocho, Magandi, Maganda, Gaucho, Margarita, La Molina, Mempeme Huasem, Worcester, Massachusetts, the Walking Encyclopedia. It's already in the studio. And I have a share now, Yadinkomo, Kakrana, and then maybe San say Ghana, soldier for Nanka, by law. Omo external protectors of the country. Omo boy boundaries near or minor by against external factors. External factors in this sense. HRS Cote d'Ivoire for person musority Ghana, Nigeria, and any other foreign entity be a person Ghana be diakwa. Soldier for no the said they fight external forces. Omo person ni diakwa mum free or mining. Now as I said the soldier for no attend the tia Ghana citizens. And I buyen. I think you are very much abreast with what happened in Ejura after the demise of Macho Kaaka, when the youth decided to go on protest and on rampage. How the military fired gunshot. Nipa beti sa miensandi ashiro munkwa, with multiple of them severely wounded. Yada sorry ya asamfufra sesi ewo wa ekoba ne saying soldier ni bi yase obi awia ne mobile phone na ne mobile phone ayira na. Say na Ghana tending to be there na very dangerous. Say soldier ni phone ira. Inti omutumiche wa resident, especially omuchi abobo ya. Now the sad aspect and the sad thing they say, enipa dasa nipa na ye pia omogu gatam na ye tietia omoso. We can treat our own citizens like that as inhumane, and the sad aspect they say. So much Ghana and almost a brony be mortriti bibini brony chroma. Then they talk about racism and maltreatment, any homophobia, any worse I can see. But my look at the army, Ghana Armed Forces. Manuchu, Akwaba. Yeah. Upon design. Boko say I did be a winner for the first time. When you're Virgin Bina, what she saw between the travel no more. So I feeling been on a cold, rainy, drizzling morning like this. I mean the weather for leisure. Then nipa bufu ana person juju na bo. Obi sam say to say. Na make us nipa bufu a person juju. Men gravitate here. Obi sam say to say. I mean a state of escalation. It's been so see the escalation there. And me person me can we answer na yetumi aba. I mean. Anyway, how was your evening? To see some of these things and to. I was watching the video today and I was so sad. Yes, I've had a chance. Ghana, my penny tended to be. No, you see, you've had a chance to watch it, right? It comes in bits and pieces. We won't say the military presence in the society is becoming too much. It's becoming way too much. If some of the ministers now the imponable say be a military no DNH. I think it's all issues. I've listened to security analysts. We are misusing them. Yes, right? we are really security analysts. I mean, we are being told not to call them experts because experts, security, they keep changing all the time, so nobody is an expert. But they analyze the situation. But yeah, sometimes we are forced to use some of these big words for them. No more, it's something we should stop, because if every little thing, the military are the ones come and turn the tide or stable the shaper. It gives them that belief that, I mean, there's so much anarchy in the system and that they are the ones who can give us relative peace.
So it's not too good. Your police unit, your formed police unit, FP unit, they are reading about them. No one can some yesterday, man. SWAT team, police special divisions, near there. To me, I handle when it comes to internal security matters. We need to empower the police very well to be on top of issues. Mostly the military is for external aggression and also say invasion by other countries and as we bring them in not to say that they are not useful. You bring them in as and when needed, but and you say yes, so common. Before you see a military attack in a place, you should know that means the place is really under threat. Because I listen to the defense minister now, they say the police won't say yeah can say, oh, Uncle Mukwa, why don't they do those tactics? They use this shield. You see this tasers and there. No, say it's really those ones are being used by the police. Soldiers are trained to kill, are trained to maim, are trained to shoot. That is how their training goes. So virtually, no, the police so you didn't call them say uncle try say hold them back near there. It's a bit difficult. Maybe some jurisdiction they've trained them for that. That's why they go for peacekeeping near there. But the truth is that mostly the soldiers, when they are brought to the field, they are brought in to do some of these things. And it is very dangerous for us. You see that one of the lowest points was when they entered the Parliament House. I know more around until now. I'm told they're still being swept under the carpet because somebody felt that's fine. At that moment, they just say, hey, even among our own parliamentarians, the military are the ones to go in there to stem the tide. Then there is a bigger problem. And Sisiano, like who can say, there's flimsiest of excuses. They find a chance to leave the barracks to come to town to come and terrorize the people. I was say, Sanya marketing say yes, be able police, no mark from down for then they'll go and do a little shake up near there. But to the extent that because of a mobile phone, you decide to go and terrorize the whole community near the end of the day, it is becoming way too much. Way too much. People are talking about the fact that one now maybe a crime or probably say maybe yes we minutes or a penny say so genuine dinner china there. They ask ourselves that are we in a war zone? What happened to we believing that fine, maybe the first gentleman of the land can decide to have one of these security forces? I've seen
more share of Facebook. We are playing the video on Facebook as we talk. And Timothy to me we'll go back into it, but it is very disturbing.
Against the backdrop, the BCCI young Kanyo, somebody took a nail to shoot into the crowd. Young Kanyo less than we short time in it becomes a bit worrisome. Say they decide to get to watch a video holding a whole place to ransom to say your curfew moment. You're taking us to the days. That's 81, 79 moments in it. I'm a chance to be there and I'm videos in sanity. Say they want everybody to everything as a standstill, holding guns and stuff on them and moving in batches. In battalions. I mean, it doesn't look good. And you're one of just in full regalia with their those
the way I'm pressure got them and Unity Radio Anopa Bosuo inscription everywhere, so it won't cover some of the pictures for people to see. Those of you watching us on Facebook and YouTube, no mobile to me video no. A very sad day for the country Ghana. Mobile phone ayira. And nipa baako na probably where we are mobile phone for the army officer to get his mobile phone. Thousands of people, hundreds of people have to suffer, be maltreated. Look at that. Baby, omu go gatem no look. She nipa go gatem na etia mo so hwe na yesa abu omo. Aten.
See, those are the things yesterday I was trying to get them. Yes, na nipa upamo hu fa woto na bema. I mean, virtually, we've given them that tag. Hey, when there's one police officer in an area, it's more than even 100 policemen there. When there's one military officer, at an area, it's worth more than 100 police officers there. But we agree that they should give us that hope because a lot of people, given on their own, they want to cause a bit. They have to whip the line. But I'll share the reasons. I'm ascribing for this one. Nobody can give common sense to reasoning. That because someone's mobile phone is missing, you decide to take up a hole and put everybody.
And he's an army officer because ono ye soldier ni phone ayira obi awia ni phone ti esese omo a whole community.
Exactly. That you prove to them that in their grown and then people, innocent victims, just like you said, if I call for phone, they might not even be there at that point in time. So what do you want to show? You want to show that we have the power. Are we in an anarchist state, banana republic, military regime? Where everything, you don't see these things in any advanced civilized society. You will not see this. That's yet police people would decide to throng a whole village and decide that to be phone a year, Obisika Ira, inside. Every man is a suspect and must be maimed if you can. Oh no, they don't put a human face to it. When they decide to move, they've had that special coverage. Say on a board, they are showing any board in Belgium born when you took crap. You might not even identify them. That is how worse it is.
Anyway, let's also say we'll get into the details of the story, but Ghana Armed Forces,
military commander.
Yeah, Ghana Armed Forces say Omube dealing with soldiers who assaulted war residents over missing phone. And Penino military high command said that can also just to investigate and make sure say soldier for now Mudisa and Yambrasem are brought to book. Yes. But Manucho, we will extensively look at this issue, just like you said, sir. This is not the first time. I very well remember, sir, even COVID here, I buy itu omugumu say unshare mask in there. You saw disturbing videos of people being maltreated, being manhandled, booby. But akukra dem say so akwa so jani back.
Very unhealthy and unprofessional. I mean, it is come one too many. Say pocket sana, picket in the basana say take route now. It's not good. People are against the timing. Say we cry. Once I'm expecting the military to talk that. People take a knee, bow now or shoot here. I mean, in those situations, we can say this. Because that's what they were told.
Gata said be wastage firm. Yeah. Toilet in
men and because
FM. Now the nipa go now say abuomo gata nim.
Because the mobile phone is missing, so you want to terrorize the whole place. And people say, "Yeah, almost say when is your file." That means and every guy you see in sight is a potential thief. So more treating. It's good they're speaking. The leaders are speaking like no, this is not what we should be known for. Say,
but don't they know what they are supposed to do, their job functions and everything? Because this can never happen here.
The problem which happens was a penny say in phone he should be the major one because police for number guys just say obey before you complain.
Yeah, obey before complaining.
My soldier lady told me that it's not true. That people they are not. That is not how it is. But most often, make sure you have genuine reasons why you don't have to obey, because they have that when for or more tribunal near them. But the truth is that more often than not, they want to please their bosses. But because I'm saying this because you asked me that pertinent question, that is that what they are trained to do? We are police in we are soldier near. Does that mean you don't have to have a mind of your own? We pay this mobile phone at Yantimunko baby Namunko Gemami and Amunko go and show them where power lies. Now so they chain no for two wafa gun battles, war battles, bonko for. I mean nobody does that. In any case, I mean I have a very good friend I always showed you near last time. You say I'm in bon commando. So it tells you no. That is how the perception out there. But even in there no. Upenika say you be now officer, it's against winner. You can stand up to him and later go and explain and make sure that you have a genuine case. But be saying say Munko bomb because the mobile phone is missing. There should be a human face to it. But when you say yes, master sini gang right, Munko bomb, Munko bo be me hunu na say yeah mam thumbs up. It's very very unfortunate.
Unity Radio 103.9. There's like I said, my rich road to school, down auto repairs, big Olu Beauty and Membering Hair Salon, Asamas Trading, Super Cleaning Services, Danquah African Market, KM Rav Roofing, Rashida Financial Services, Vernon Women's Health Services, and Afi Nabia Membering Salon, Anochi Trading and Cold Store. Omina in totality, Naka Boom. And then Sofia the Yatnasia, Yadi Jumedi bro. And the issues I ever shown, Macho Kaaka, ni deaf no, more details have emerged. Na COP Ababe Church Mamitiwa will be bringing you her audio and what she said. Bawumia Chief Imam Swakwako drew Ejura to calm nerves down and to situate the matter. And no dan chance so Catholic Bishop I say it's a pity law enforcers in bed with government and killing innocent Ghanaians. So for point out that Roma Safunano Catholic Bishop Conference and I can say media no nyina de beba. And right about two when him say National Democratic Congress NDC for say omo ba stage demonstration in Ghana. Police service truck rata the command omo right kind of jumedie so say omo so muntumi emmo omo ho ban. Nonetheless, and the communications director of the National Democratic Congress Ori friend says Sami Jemfi and NDC for the abetu ya say demono amobeko police for betimi abomo ho ban. Police for ntimi mo omo ho ban. Omo ebeye omo demonstration as planned. and also and we also just showed you a disturbing video of Ghana Armed Forces, some members of the Ghana Armed Forces brutally assaulting WA residents over a missing phone. Now said the Ghana Armed Forces for now almost see they will deal with those soldiers over the treatment of some residents of WA, especially Aboboya, right?
Yeah, Aboboya.
Because but reporting just say almost to say Aboboya driver na a far phone. This Aboboya driver and a fire idea. Na bubia.
No, but that's why there's a police station. Outside the barracks, you are still Ghanaians. Until you don't take the laws into your own hands. You see suspects, alleged, then you go beating the whole town. I mean, it's quite unfortunate.
Okay.
I mean, my joy is that the High Command has taken charge and they say they will at least some level of responsibility that they will try and deal with the perpetrators. Let's hope. You follow it to the latter. Not just saying it, but we need to curb it. And sorry, we don't know what will happen next. Somebody feels they'll be a girl into your a whole bunch of people. We don't have to encourage some of these things at all. It should be genuine, very good reasons. To take to the streets and go and do this again. You don't think, unless the state is threatened, you don't do this. That should be the basic law for as far as soldiers are concerned. I'm really, really sad with this one happening as soldiers. You've been in the news. And can you see a Timon Capo? It's a soldier, then you have to be alert to listen. But it looks like I was a normal soldier for there. They've rendered the police a useless institution. They are always seen as the one taking charge.
It seems our military have a lot of time on their hands. They should come and help the Greater Accra Regional Minister to clean Agboglushi, since they don't have anything doing. Opo, you should see what they did to a side worker at TSC Addo on a supposed military land. So heartless. Who even voted Ghana as second most peaceful country in Africa? I grin my teeth when I see these things. What is happening? Another day. But another day with the dreadlocks crew that's coming from Eric Kwacho. That is the note we chose to begin the show this morning because said the Kaaka Friday freestyle. With that said, now beginning on military front, my infant cranshas as a word of motivation going into the weekend. Our lives are shaped by our mind. We become what we think. Joy follows a pure thought, like a shadow that never leaves. Buddha and the cancer say our life is shaped by our mind, and we become what we think. Until you will definitely become what you think. You definitely cannot become what you do not think. Until think positive, be positive, stand positive, and of course let positive thoughts come through your mind. And definitely what you think you are, who you think you are, the real you, if you're able to think that way, that will be you. If you're there, you know they check quickly. Anamanu will be this also.
No, you said quickly. Once you've said quickly, I have to come, so we can move on. Of course,
my goodness.
You said quickly. So I don't have to stay up there long.
Once I say quickly, you have to
come.
Where?
I have to come down.
Come where?
I have to come. Coming inside you is dangerous. I will start making babies.
You will always find a way to come.
You know, the weather is dangerous, so I don't need. Coming inside you might give me a lot of trouble. You have to be ready for it.
Anyway, my answer is about Dora. Sister Dora, good morning. We know the class or praise be. She says she enjoys listening to you.
Exactly. I'll be there soon to see her. To see her too.
So Bembel Tia Obijo.
No, but you know I'm a stanch. I'm a born died. I mean everything.
But you like the weather today, right?
Yeah, weather for leisure.
It's raining, and it's going to be raining. Yes. It's basically going to be raining showers. Drizzles, showers out till the day.
End of the day.
End of the day. Maximum temperature now is 63.
Okay.
Minimum I been around 11 p.m. by 58. In China, a very nice,
very a gentle one.
And it will, because tomorrow is Saturday.
Yes.
Let's give them a forecast of how tomorrow is going to be. To Ochina so in so no so mun be yes from na kopim Ochina na ya sa kopim kwesiada 4 a.m. Into Ochina the entire day, according to the forecast. showers and then it tend to rain and then showers sa torchina insuo no beto na no fin sa the entire day per the forecast. I mean, I always say that is why we call it the forecast. But then so that is how it's going to be. The only time according to the forecast, drizzles not to be chakra at 1 p.m. and then it will start at 2 p.m. But I wonder if it will start because it will be drizzling few showers by 12 and then per the forecast it's going to stop by 1. Okay. Now I shall say 2 p.m.
Oh, okay.
And then the best I copy kwasiada hu mache for. Wow. Ochina the entire Ochina Saturday. It will be drizzling.
It's a rainy weekend.
Rainy weekend, yeah.
Rainy weekend. I mean, maybe a chilly. So this time around, they want us to just.
And I think about 4-5 days ago, now we are crazy.
Man, I couldn't sleep.
94. It got to 100 at some point.
Exactly. I was sweating.
Yeah.
Oh, so I said on my own rooms and it say we are bonus when air conditioner. You really suffer. Yeah. Suffer. But it's good. I love today's weather. I mean, it's a weather for leisure. Leisure
and what?
Pleasure.
Because one for background, usually
yeah,
leisure and pleasure.
Leisure and pleasure.
How do you define leisure and pleasure in this weather?
I wanted to in this weather. Oh no, I mean for the kids it's a leisure. For the grown-ups it's for pleasure. I mean they can equally sow their seeds. They can cast their lots and hope to get a boy or a girl. I mean whichever way you want it.
They can what?
Cast their lots. I met you and hope that you catch a fish. Which is a boy or a girl. I mean, you can even do twins.
Trust Manucho to come and change the topic. Thank God it's freestyle day.
Oh, Mami Abba.
Onzo biehu.
Mami Abba, the mischief there.
Onzo biehu.
Mischief lady. Mami Abba no beka say. Men can cross him aka.
Mami Abba ne kan so ampa.
Exactly. Mami Abba there. Oh, quick rough. Let me have mini pa.
Onimu cheme.
A very good afternoon to her. A very good
okay, Dan Auto Repairs, 45 Fremont Street, Adarumani. The weather report on the Bremonti. Just like we said, today it's going to be rainy day all day. Tomorrow too, and then about 12 kopim kwesiada hu machi be for. You better get ready. Sorry, and adia bechino ena ebijai. So that is how expect TUC forma making sure because Madam Fubiko share slip on a rainy day like this. Was obuni name.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and on a rainy day like this, if you are stepping out, shampoo cover now, exactly. Sneakers preferably. So, sneakers. So, be share loafers or whatever. Loafers, no says you come and create me. But exactly. On a rainy day like this, they will see for me.
Yeah, avoid the slides.
Yeah, we say sneaker. I think a better.
Yes.
Most prescribed.
Yes.
Footwear.
Sharp,
yeah,
yeah.
And at the same time, it keeps your legs safe and it gives you balance. Exactly. And signs slip.
Exactly.
Because of insanity.
It has everything positive you can think about.
Until on a rainy day, say there. Okay, so that is the weather.
Prepare when you're getting down. I mean, the floor is a bit slippery.
So you don't slip.
The floor is wet and slippery. So the floor slippery. You know, say slippery. I mean, you can easily slip. There can be a fall. There can be a trip. So you be very, very careful. You can fall. You can't fall that when it's slippery. You can fall in places you don't want to fall. You have live. You're on Facebook Live, so there's TV. So sometimes you have to do gestures for people to understand.
And so easy.
Slippery. So just well lubricated.
Now so slippery worse. I will be able to.
Just the friction is less. The friction and yet too much. The floor is well lubricated. With water until you have to be careful. And so you fall into dangerous places you don't want to be, and you might be in trouble later in your life. When you come into manager, I didn't know it was too sweet. I want you to avoid some of these bad moments. I mean, as in going out, you want to go out. I mean, why people go out? Because they want to be happy, and happiness is a form of sweetness. Why, if you are happy, it's not sweet.
Okay,
it's an euphemism. It's just like saying that a man is beautiful. It's sweet as in ede and I had it. Is it not sweet?
That's it. Anyway, Yasha Sports News Kakra going into the weekend because the European Championship quarterfinals now started and we have 2 games Manucho be assess. But before that, game fast that my big Olu and every Friday or Sibra be UT na Bibian Konka Sama Street in the weekend no kwan one nam ni na Brabeto on 1084 Main Street. So we 2 Worcester ha and super cleaning services Adaruma ubetumi afren na ya be union mama ope van na wawe union ma ya what say you hold vans obenya bia rente na ebo ne da from ye Ghana for die wo hu de mechan local remover junk remover ni nyina e ba be yiye fufie dia ma frɛ Isaac Jamra 5084102544 5084102544 4 na any super cleaning services any also Anochi Chrome restaurant and so Taichi and yedi agudi unsem bro Baba Rahman aye interview marathon 1 and some of the two Johnny be 1 and he said now on it former Chelsea coach everyone said Antonio Conte now on no and get along and look humbi and amanen to me nya fortunes our Chelsea one na mo now, as I speak with you, Chelsea has started pre-season training next week. Now, Brand Evans said Baba Abdulrahman, he's supposed to be part of the training squad for the pre-season. Chelsea, Babeshas, and I'll say, okay. Obekwa tried you bet me bia no impress the new coach I friend say Thomas Tuchel set here for Bekaya Baba Rahman or loans our Shaka Stad Reims RCD Mayoka and our Johnny Pio Salonika for the just ended season by Sisi and Obe joining up with Chelsea squad as they prepare for the 2021 season next week. Nti Baba Abdulrahman and so Edia and Ababeto Janono. You call local stories no more still. Accra Heart of Folk says exclusive reporter Unity Sports Desk and Saka HSA an unnamed French League One side ready say omobetua $600,000 US dollars. Normally Ababeji the services of House of Folk defender friends say Radi Ovuka. According to the report, Abranten Modimba all ball so far in the 24 league appearances Wabo Ama Hasno Ayadia amount for Amonitani Yepa. Now he's why shot 1 goal to his credit and arguably or the best left back in the Ghana Premier League. Into exclusive report, HSA club no air tight-lipped about these suitors. Into Ovuka the performance in the Ghana top flight are earning plaudits from Ghana internationals Christian Achu and Mubarak Wakasu Yinano. And now no more recent interview. Omokasa Branton Modimbo so any yepa. It's no Ekahumbi. And an unnamed French side episode with $600,000 Ebabeto Abrantano. This would be a big boost financially for the Phobian fraternity if it becomes a reality now. And also Edia and they etumi Ababeto Ejura and so and on. So let's hope and see say Bibia betumi akonkan Edi ama yenua bema a friend say Ovuka ono a Congolese defender osi akan edima eye Accra phobia Hearts of Folk na and also Edia ene Ababeto Ejura enono ebrenu nti ene local stories no Manucho going into this weekend fixtures no Ghana Premier League ni ready nefa FM na fe Yankonko share international news kakra and also so yabo no rumors and gossip bebre APP and European Championship 2 games and air cost so yemfama name before Manucho be no still on Ghana internationals Kojo Asamo officially announced his departure from Team IFNC Cagliari Calcio. Yubakaya Kojo Asamoah joining the Islanders February 2021 on a short-term deal. Make just 11 appearances in all competitions. Nasisi Amino like I said, club also announced the decision not to renew Kojo Asamoah contract Thursday. Enra and our Twitter account to Omodi Babonte say Omoni Kojo Tunkwanta. Omo Apai Kojo Asamoah is expected to leave Italy after 13 years. Now, according to reporter Unity Sports Desk, investigations IHS Turkey Ukopiemoha Team Kese friends Galatasaray and Fenerbahce Omo mienu nyina ekon some betumi anya Kojo Asamoah signature. Kojo had wanted to stay but Cagliari for decided otherwise of renewing his contract inti and also Ediano na Anthony Bafo so enra said moti no na or resigning the position as deputy general secretary of CAF inti ex Ghana international Mr. Anthony Bafo has resigned from his post as the deputy general secretary of the Confederations of African football. This occurred at the end of the video conferencing meeting with his new ex-collaborators. Now, Bafo was appointed Deputy General Secretary at the Pan-African Football Institution November 2017 and was serving for 3 more years. Now, he previously served on FIFA and the CAF Football Committee. Now, as to whether the entire resigning any party, it is not known. He was also involved in organizing CAF and the FIFA-sanctioned tournaments. The Ghana legend is the founder of General Secretary. Is the founder and general secretary of the Professional Footballers Association of Ghana. In that capacity, is in close contact with FIPRO Players Association and works in collaboration with the Ghana Football Association. Bafu, a FIFA ambassador for campaign against racism, a FIFA ambassador for SOS Children's Village, and ambassador for Play Soccer Ghana. Until he has so many things, and he's contributed immensely to football after Okwiti game no obeka Tony Bafo ya ngone Ghana a German born a usi akan ede ema eye Ghana Black Stars. Notably, Senegal 1992 was his flagship tournament. Abra Ghana captain in the absence of Abedi Ayu Pele in the final. Now Oko say second penalty obo nanka Ghana to me aji African Cup of Nations. Ti Tony Bafo and so ensem kakra eno any jumadi odi as say wajai ade ato eho na eno ade no manu games ben ekoso this weekend Premier League.
Yes, yeah entered 32nd week. I mean,
yeah boy we are naka two
games into this is the 32nd week fixtures. I mean, tomorrow you best start Ochina we Asante Kotoko ne Kemfesa will play tomorrow at 11 a.m. Wahasi time na wafa interlies
wafa ya budi na nye de na yankana wafa
ma member na meeting na
na nye de betimi
na aden
wafa
kapo
team din bona nya kama
wafa
masa
wafa
bo oyesa obi bega se ni team din
mate wonti me bon wafa ba me Ghana nyama edwuma ya che me bon wafa
na nyobi amon wafa o Ghana
why this wafa against interlies so your na Lagos cities wafa
Wafa.
Legon Cities against Bechem United in Suyochina, 3 p.m. In Dreams FC, Breakroom Chelsea, Liberty Professionals Karela, and here Sunday. Mediam against Elmina Sharks, a Sunday. Ediana Ashgold, Great Olympics 11 Wonders. Na Ebusuanda Dwarfs against Hearts of Folk. I mean, those are the games.
Dwarfs has.
Yes.
And Kotokoni Faisal.
Yeah, exactly. And here China, that Dwarfs then Sunday. Dwarfs Hearts of Cape Coast to go and play.
Why is FA anyway? And can I make us a baby do no crunch games? Because when you watch the Bundesliga, German, Spain, baby a relegation you on mama teams no more relegation on board the same day.
Yeah, they can.
But match is of no significance to others there. Then they can let you play on different days. In Tikanami expect to say teams now mere relegation threatened should play on the same day. Kotokone has should play on same day.
I think we should believe in the spirit and the latter. That I mean, I personally don't see anything too wrong. Final day in the day. It's higher way, but
no, I can't bet 3 games of Spain. They started doing that
for TV rights in the idea. I think we should just maintain the status quo, play the game, win your games, and qualify.
Didn't America san manucho in Ghana said the league in it here. We boya na mekai Abedi Pele team Nania
United.
You know,
but you've grown past that stage.
We haven't grown into patches Ghana and to talk games.
Yeah, it might be there, but I mean, I want to be sacrosanct. I want to see the positive side.
America say if has Kotoko even say Kotoko checking Faisal, then has knows that there is pressure, so they have to do whatever it takes to win their game. Fair or foul means if Kotoko elusua, then they know we don't have to do anything. So why don't you, for the spirit of the game and competitiveness, any knowing where we come from, any side bribe with easy, corruption easy. Why do we entertain? I mean, we can just I got 3 games per into TV coverage. You know, we can play the game the same time, the same day. Just to keep the competition high. Now you try say a bit cleanly you game no out of doubt near. You know say I was listening to radio in Ghana sports. Dobia can say callers no near in Ghana. On side you know where the matches are can has better matches in anti Kotoko former King Faisal any points no. You see it's was that mentality no. Akayeho it's hard to get it out of our game. And now the Omo Karamzio Kotoko no man shaking face because has games now Kotoko say Ombelusu be Ombebo draw no Ombe told the akaning na because we want to mention to Obe told the on Kase has strength no Obe show and the entire makers and say Kotoko might win has can go and beat Dwarfs because we Oma Koto. What you say? Your perception you thinking to me first and come here and say 3 games there. Nanka see hono kra titiru so say omo pre no nanka timi aboa na ye very competitive. I think say anka be kama but anyway so obi ana na adwenti yeah
no maybe then every year it's every year it's every 3 months then we born the same
unse I manager I hope you so get me
I understand what you saying but me I don't really mind this one I
mean and I also say one kasa kra na kasa ye league ni do last 3 year I competitive say that.
Yeah.
As both as you on so that Mikasa last year say crano. Time you last 3 say now 2 teams crowd were already gone.
Yeah.
Now Kaba Kupeni April. And so na the original team.
Yeah.
If we're able to do it that way, also season be an to me they are making adjustments come. But anyway, I'm on idea crabbing count afi bye mo and then said the munim na ebo do me no 12 o'clock. Yeah. Or my friend says Switzerland is Spain and ebo and only a quarter final of the European Championship. And about 3 o'clock Belgium and Italy. Manucho Bekacho say a match of the day.
Yes.
The biggest game of the day.
The final
before the final.
This is a game anticipated for a final. Belgium, number 1 in the world. They are the best team in the world. In Italy, so I made Jen Stripes and Mancini. So for me, it's a game it's a must watch. Just that some Belgium looks they're depleted. If they don't get their stars to play, it will take something.
But Belgium, exclusive reporter, Yensa Kache say Kevin De Bruyne Hazard Hazard might know, but De Bruyne is fit, but almost play mind games. In Mancini pre-match conference, or see he doesn't care about mind games now. Belgium for play because no intelligent reporter say players now fit, but I almost see almost name so players need to ask more.
That's the home of a good manager. You don't have to worry about that. Just train your team to go and win, to go and win the battle. Strategy, fine. You change strategy when times change, but keep a focus and you see prepare for the worst and hope for the best.
Okay.
I mean,
remember no analysis of the two teams because so far tournament teams are come
exactly.
I think sir, apart from Belgium, Italy, England is the next team.
Yeah, the big thing. I mean, the rest are all manageable. But I see a surprise anyway at this tournament.
Until you give us what the surprise you see. The octopus. Paris Saint-Germain, according to ESPN, in advanced stage. Spain, Abrante friend says Sergio Ramos. In fact, according to Goal.com, all football no crowd say Abrante friend said Sergio Ramos, I agree to a 2-year deal. Now, and then the details of why I want to Madrid no Manucho ningi na babonting.
Wow.
Details then they say Fiorentino Perez Sisika no the man or better so.
Yes.
Now Asaman 1 year. Nya do 2 years no man Sikano no or teso significantly. But Ramos is on crowd nanka Sikano nya den. Hanu bebre say up to 2 years.
Yes.
Manchester United. And so Echo propose you £10 million sterling deal. I almost between £200,000 sterling a week. Name nyadi on 2 years. On 1 year with the option for another. And I also say there be even though Paris Saint-Germain deal on the man Sikano will form Kakracha Manchester United no on 2 years straight and also prefer no.
I'm surprised is fixated on the number of years, knowing the quality.
And only a guaranteed.
Not Ramos. Anyway, I said Thiago Silva. You take one. He knows he will. You beg him to stay.
But buying PSG over Man U, me feel say a squad in here. Baby, you feel say what chance of winning silverware.
Oh, well, sure. But United is getting close.
So United need PSG Manucho. See, I said next season I be running. Why now be to make us or guaranteed trophy?
Oh, guaranteed trophy, yeah, but Champions League, dear, United is a better place than
PSG. I will argue with you on every minute on this show until we finish. Manchester,
I believe in pedigree.
Even Mamiama will not agree to what you're saying.
Their team, United, it was just some 2 signings away from being a good team. That's what I see. I think now they have a better squad. For now.
See, Manchester, the Champions League, yeah. Who some a better placed than PSG?
PSG, I think the cycle has ended. I'll be surprised if they come back.
Cycle Ben ended.
They should have won last season. See, now they should have been in the picture. Muko Lucy final by now. I was expecting it because the squad was there.
Don't forget, now Manchester knockout stage last year went to do. The previous year, so they just got knocked out.
This Chelsea team winning Champions League. Were you so cocksure they could win? I think pedigree was what helped them. They've been there before and they know how to navigate some of these things. They do Champions League.
But Chelsea hardly gets out of the group stages. That's also another thing you have to look at. Chelsea,
you say now what I see, what I believe, and what my deductions. I mean,
who feels some PSG team we almost see no. Manchester United have a better chance in Europe than them.
PSG have not convinced me, and I'm still not convinced. They've only surprised me. They've not convinced me they can.
They got to the final last 2 years. They got to the semi-final this year. United didn't get.
Which close. For me was a back way.
United played in Europa League.
Seems like which for me Omabomwichi. For a team like way. Liverpool, you saw the trajectory. They got to a final, lost. They got to the final again, won it. That is really that appreciation. You see, football is based on
watching. Comparing,
I think he should have gone to United. Yes, for competition.
Kalusha no Bayajuna. Kalusha, Manucho feels a PSG. Sergio Ramos going to PSG, no, and Coach Yusu United and Kofi Sanko better chance of winning a silverware in Europe than PSG. I see PSG official cycle, no. Do you agree with that?
Only gonna associate with Manchester United. I don't think so.
No, but you see the PSG debacle, no. It's a farmers league. It's not really competitive.
But you know it's going to work.
Don't worry. I'm happy you said you don't think so. You'll still be in this trade to come and have that discussion.
Yeah,
but I think it should have been more competitive. Sergio Ramos should have chosen a competitive edge.
No, but
it can still play.
No, and fast
it can still play. I don't think that is bad.
Maybe personally with my sporting background and just like Manuchu said, you know, or share squad. Or share squad no the choose PSG over Manchester because share PSG squad omukita sisiana. At no point will I agree with anybody in this world, not even I go even say commentator I need in Hong Kong even say Peter Drury,
yeah,
not even Peter Drury. And I may agree say yeah say PSG ni Manchester sisia o pair two teams we will Europe because a Manchester or chance because PSG cycle has just begun. Neymar signed a new contract. They got Wijnaldum. They have added Hakimi. Sergio Ramos is coming.
Time will tell. Let's not argue.
Mbappe still, but we'll come to that.
Time will tell.
Funny story be a French. French
L'Equipe.
No, near L'Equipe. Say L'Equipe de paper. A player. French old player. I say, bench Mbappe for the rest of the season. No say he doesn't have the power to. But I think it was unfortunate.
Yeah, for me, that's why we do this job. You have to tell him something. He has to watch to remember you. That's what I'm saying. That United were just from 2 signings away. That's the prediction I've made for this season. Until let's see how the season goes.
But going to associate. I don't trust him.
No, you see,
and then the message is be a how can you compare United and PSG? No, I can win to you. And one is what jump? You compare United and PSG. We are comparing United and PSG.
Who has a better chance to win in Europe?
Exactly, with the current squad. We are not talking of history.
Say like there are two types of clubs. Say when Jurgen Klopp started the project, it took him about 5 years to get the team to where it is. Sometimes it's not about instant results; it's about building a team.
Nasa PSG not instant results.
No, I'm coming. So for United, they've kept faith with Ole Gunnar Solskjaer for about 3 seasons, and I think it has not been bad. Last season was just a city away from winning the trophy. So this time around, adding Jadon Sancho gets a very good defender to pay Maguire. I think they will do something this season. That's what I see. That the squad looks like it's shaping up for them this season. So to me, a respectable way. That means
I agree with you on that. Said they have added Jadon Sancho, which to me I think Jadon Sancho it's
overhyped.
Yeah, I don't think Jadon Sancho is the player Manchester United.
You can call him overhyped, but I see it's a better suit for that area than Mason Greenwood playing there. No, as a winger. But you say overhyped, but Greenwood is a striker. He's trying to play there. No, Jadon Sancho or a very assistant or striker. I mean, you can say it's an overhyped for
agree with me, sir. Coach plays a role because Enra Dutch coach Louis van Gaal. Who said Louis van Gaal? No. I'm telling you, sir, now United team they are very stable. They were playing some fine football with youngsters. That time, Anthony Martial. Anthony Martial was having a good field day. I think, sir, Marcus Rashford right now.
Yeah.
Even under Jose Mourinho was better than Ole Gunnar Solskjaer.
No, but I think I like the Solskjaer team, but it has not been very good. But I'm trusting the process.
Because Rashford let them down big time last season. Even in the Europa League final.
But they will do well. They will do well.
Anyway,
you'll see. Why?
Anyway, I like your analysis. Yeah, I like your answer. But
huge predictions. Huge predictions.
For me,
but PSG
coach will go Villarreal
even if I can Sancho plus only your friends
Sancho. You see that where I think I also see the weakness when it comes to one of games on Yadia. Tactically sometimes it's a big bank, but watching high profile games in the it has been good. You can write him.
You know what
against City, against Chelsea, against Wenya, he's been a. You can write him.
But Manucho, this is what I told you the last time.
Has he been bad? Only gonna social games in high profile games.
Manucho, you are making a good point. But at the same time, I can also argue with you on this front. The league is not only played against the big size, because if you play to win against the big size and you lose against the smaller teams, how do you win the league?
No, but that's a basic win. No, what can I make sure is a basic
because
point?
The last 2 seasons, you are talking about high profile games.
Yes.
What about low profile games?
So the point is that you are is building a team. Against those teams, you can see the prospects that okay, so big coaches near more 3-0, 4-0 team and Yakura, but you are losing. I mean, make a point in the year. No, that's points now. Let me hear beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, no, you can say, but let me go on. Let me go on. That's what unstoppable. Oh no, takes
I disagree. I know crying. Just say Jao point. Send the only point.
So the issue here is that those high profile games he did well. Those low profile games he couldn't have the antidote to. That means you need to trust the process and be building the team, building the blocks, because if you're when your city watch no but we could share who's when to make results no, that means there's something fundamentally wrong with you. Tactics wise, that big team did not overall you, but you need to run the whole race. You don't get
only going to social or tactics or a master tactician. He's a good man to get the best out of the United squad.
I think he's getting gradually. He's giving me the club. Once they them choose Obi say sometimes trophies give us a false sense. Akwesa Ateta won an FA Cup. Asanya hope no, but you can't tell me Ateta is better than Ole. As far as I'm concerned, me sure our Ole the team banner. He's really getting a better run than even an Ateta. And see, I said Asian club situation 4-5 years.
Ole team we wrote them because his signings hasn't even been spot on.
Ole since he came against Spurs, against Chelsea, against Arsenal, it's been good.
No, what kind? No, you talked about the high profile. I'm team Ben because the signings. Say Ukas or it means signings. The signings hasn't been spot on for me.
No, for now, what I thought they were lacking was that winger and a very good defender to pair Maguire. That's where I think they are lacking. But the threats,
Alex Taylor Okoton last season useless. Van de Beek Okoton.
It's not even you seen him. Yeah,
so a coach you signed and Van de Beek was very expensive, 45 million pounds sterling.
Yes,
and then he doesn't even.
That would be one of some of
Alex Taylor from Porto.
That would be his actually sales, but you know that he was just a city away from winning the league too. He was just a city away.
Just a points in this one.
No, but fine. But at the end of the point,
you can't just not just a minimal point.
No, I'm not saying that. We can't just Adam is no pen or down the straw. But the rest did not. As much as the gap is big, they couldn't make up to him. So he could have won.
But the gap was big. So
no, but that gap no sumpa. Chelsea when I'm one Arsenal they couldn't make up. So City knew he would have won it. Gabner they send another discussion, but one team pen at the top. I don't believe he's second anyway. So with the second part, but still in a discussion, the second means he's made progress. But just I mean second best, I mean can we win only second in 2013 with all apologies to them. But the reality is if I'm discussing the coach as a person there, last season he did well. So I'm expecting him to get that edge. And I saw those two places I mean said the weaknesses were getting a very good winger who can give the assist in there for them to get good. Missing Gruden to Ejura. Mathieu also had a very bad season. So this time around, they get a Jadon Sancho. I agree, say, goal scoring and assist wise, he's a very good player. In a Lindelof, Perry Maguire has also not been a spot on one. Anytime Maguire is even off the team, we don't see those results. Fred, Pogba, Bruno Fernandes, they were not overawed in the middle. I think they did well. It's a team there quite there. I'm expecting him to do well. So one year there, I'll write another script for him.
So you placing him ahead of PSG in this season's Champions League?
PSG, I don't know. Even because they did better last 2 seasons than last season.
What can you do that by?
No man can say like in the league. No, I'm telling you that last season they didn't do well even in their own league. Last season was a bad season for PSG, technically by their own high standards.
But they won a trophy though.
But they won the Cup de France, but that's not been their cup. Yeah. But that's not been their trophy. They were winning the league. That is ultimate for them.
They were second to Lille.
Which for
they
me
didn't win the league.
Which for me, by their own high standards, it's a failure. By their own high standards, not winning the league by their signings and everything, it's a failure on their part. And even the Champions League not getting to the final. So I personally believe that they did not convince me, and their team needs they picked. They might not get there again, but you told me that they bought some wonderful players who might help them augment.
Hakimi is almost done. Sergio Ramos 2-year deal. Gigi Wijnaldum is coming. Neymar has extended. Mbappe is staying.
I'm personally not convinced about them.
Okay, Mami call Kalusha also compare tweets. Now do your analysis.
Me comparison is Harry Maguire.
Ma Eric and Tias say we are not comparing Manchester United and PSG history. We are comparing only the squad they have for the upcoming season.
Harry Maguire.
Sergio Ramos
Harry Maguire.
Sometimes beyond the sport, it's about the team pedigree.
Last season, Harry Maguire. Top notch. No more but Mokokunya, Bibi said biting Muna Dadina, near the family and some wanting. When I'm having a defender like Marquinhos, or near a defender, Kipembe, or no Kwamane, and
Sergio Ramos coming
to pair a Marquinhos, a heart of defense. And they don't have him.
And they have Wanadu now. And a right back on a normal lucky. Right wing back, Anomanya Hakimi. Until you're there, with Angel Di Maria, Mbappe, Neymar. Verratti. They have crazy team.
From Tottenham. On the squad back go to movie. They have crazy back Hakimi betu abonenim.
Now they have crazy team this year.
Crazy team this year. What they mean say Neymar and then Mbappe no. And Mbappe in the confidence say be Ejura Akufo no. And
Mbappe confidence the mention say be from bad. Only Omonya tassel over contract.
Okay.
Also renew.
Me say Pochettino is going to do a good job on him. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer has been doing a wonderful job season. This particular season, nobody can take it away from it.
No. But and you're wonderful. No.
Second position. No.
Oh, you can give him what man. Okay, because when you fail seasons, Omo Europa League now. Okay, say Omo. Yeah.
But me.
This second now, because second now. Umu dibi na Eric Adu ye wafu no nebufu. Umu dibi.
Yeah, I remember.
Was it very disappointed say Arsenal play Villarreal and then losing the wafu. Manchester, just like Manucho talked about team pedigree.
No, but I said the second now. No, I mean, should give me the
now share Manchester.
You see, for me, it's issues just like Jurgen Klopp.
Why same way Klopp called? Manucho Kaaka say PSG didn't win their trophy by their pedigree, which was the League One.
Yeah.
Manchester United, Villarreal crown course.
Oligano social crowd this particular season. Now we matches crowd it was far better than one home Old Trafford.
It's good for me. Had a good season.
You can give him positives from away. Home so yeah. It still balances it out.
But I'm trying to put across and say me Harry Maguire. On the good day, me and a partnership, whoever I be,
Maguire is now a better defender.
No, but me see Harry Maguire. On the I don't trust him.
Euros way no.
I don't trust
Euros way no. When he was out and when he came in, you see difference in the English defense.
Those souls that I left up in the game. Those souls that man, the loopholes. Me Harry Maguire power or body defense behind there.
Until you still don't trust Maguire.
I don't trust Maguire. Up to this time, share. Just look at Marquinhos. Defender in the season.
Marquinhos, they're fantastic.
10 goals in the season.
And then comes to Chelsea.
What 10 goals? A defender.
Chelsea pen. Yeah.
What am I saying?
Fantastic.
Now, Okoko and also match for goals. Mekai Sergio Ramos. Now, for 2 defenders.
Airballs.
But I hope I did. But I said,
who play PSG far ahead of Manchester.
And Pochettino has seen it all. Also, Kofanas. Champions League. Liverpool different semi. And one and they buy any sense by a few koi. One I say a pressure no than a levy pressure no and to say is friends.
Pack the princess. Shake Mansour. Any a Brazilian nigga and Rania can Leonardo.
Say Shake Mansour. I'm a friend Shake Mansour.
No. Shake Mansour is City.
City.
Omo then Mustafa you said.
Omo a pressure. And then say Ronaldo no one can. No, remember pressure on our coach in the UFO. I'm not more pressure. Team we say, but you know, maybe this season or next season, or be shit team in the Parma, team no buyer. Time I was a time, but you know buyer or bench Adibayo. No, I'm for say, give it the man. No, or started so introducing Hurricane. Una me channel. She how like Kimbe or start usually
Deliale. In fact, he got so many ono the Obwa Tottenham. Academy ni be
defensive midfielder defending minister no project no say ego over those players.
I think what he did at Manucho was players maybe with character. Intina na ope Sergio Ramos to show some desire, energy, character. Unza Marquinhos na bowache. Ndibia and also Thiago Silva coming to Chelsea made a big difference for the back line.
And Sergio Ramos should I don't man say, you know, as much as on be coach, captain of the side in the corner.
Oh no, he can be. I think Marquinhos through there.
Me say all my captain of the side in the corner. The captains, you know, what in Real Madrid
for the experience he has
for the past
leadership qualities.
For leadership qualities, obet me abwa ama, back for no cry stabilize it. Obet me kasachi omuswa. Man who say ebia friend saying captain, general captain of the team cry and Kenya bad because of the experience with Real Madrid. For me,
Shirapa na Eriki Chwagu Manucho so. Manucho, God bless you. Hey, we are seeing who
for me, there
on another day,
as a town
on another day, no attesting me. Pobisa Manucho said, "I'm a wafu no more."
That's the beauty of this job. Let's people
me, Harry Maguire. And Lucas say, "Oh, Manchester United on Manchester. Maybe this season,
that's a beauty. The moment
you see, you know why I'm enjoying you. It sets up the season beautifully. That I mean, you are more PSG bias. I'm a United bias.
We are marking it down, and then 2nd day of July.
Yes.
Manucho says PSG will do better in this season's Champions League than. No, Manucho says United will do better than PSG in this season's Champions League. Kalusha says PSG will do far better.
Let me say it. Well, Mika said United are 2 players away. They need another very good defender to partner.
They won't do better until they get those.
They need a better defender now. When they have the Jadon Sancho settled, they need another very good defender. For me, they wouldn't win.
That's a Tazembe.
Tazembe should be a head.
Into a man, two players, no defense, and him.
Yeah, that's
until one more.
Yeah, Lindelof. Just one defender. The middle is okay. They will win the league. All they need is another very good defender.
United will win the league.
Yeah, they should win the league
this season.
Yeah, they should. I think that how much team maybe someone to me the identity
next year we will bet na ha say Manchester team
I hope so. The reason why people will listen to you on this job is that what you see and predict and come see and you'll be can be. That's why what I've seen with United, I'm saying it. So be sure game now because this what Manucho said.
And American
you are
entitled to your own
exactly.
Me rebe ho ma wo show so. Nyame adma from August Eko.
Oh yeah. I support you but they are doing their
No, I know you are not.
No. Forget my son for maybe I say it's what their project I am respecting and giving them that way no.
Matthias said not the team I support. Yeah. From what I see,
you think they'll get worse?
They will see. They win the league with just one signing.
They are 2. Yeah, one signing away from winning the league,
and then they will do better than PSG in the Champions League. Okay.
PSG, man.
Okay. Kalusha also so Manchester Beji League na.
Oh, the baby.
Omo meho.
One Beji.
Oh, I mean, Omba can be Liverpool, Man City, Manchester United.
Forget Liverpool.
So, Liverpool, Man City, Man United.
Oh,
Tiwaa Manchester chance.
Maybe Tottenham Crown.
Maybe Chelsea.
Tottenham so ba. Me say Omakofai Nuno. Nuno Santos.
Nuno Espirito Beba Beji.
Oh, me say Omaka top 4.
No, the moment
Chelsea.
Beba be top 4 predictions.
Chelsea but me ba top 4 nim but me say may free more e na may be Tottenham but Tottenham this year no we should know say
Manchester United will do better this season than Chelsea in the league.
Top 4 no na me
your top 4.
We top 4 no. What say
Manchester United will do better than Chelsea this season.
Yeah.
Per your own observations, anticipations.
Yeah.
Manager also say,
yeah, I've told you, I took you mentioned a full season to judge him. Last season, it was just, I mean, he got to the bus. It will be an enemy tactics, so he overrode everybody. But this time around, also a very potent one, and he can really cause havoc. And I trust the EPL. So to make JDR, I would do my heart for him. That's what I'll do for him.
Okay.
But for now, need yet. Conte, me say Conte Obegio, but Obekufie. I made that prediction. I wish I was here. Conte, the trade back on the buy, and it was so fresh after Arsenal defeating him. As after defeating, not started a trade back system. Coach's name so only on the league. The next season, started on Bobino. His flaws started showing. So to kill, that is what I'm seeing about him. He came to be on a fairy tale ride. It's good, but not a fairy tale. So this time around, we're all starting from ground zero now. It will be interesting to see how it really pans out this team.
Premiership come on. This almost Sadio Mane.
Yeah.
Sadio Mane. On na or yeah, the who yana man for visa Salah, but Sadio Mane if the game now or the passes in the world. Man Liverpool yet.
They all per ball. I saw Cham Canambe sportsman.
What's it?
No, Sadio Mane and you're marking a man for marking purposely. But he had a player they also to me are dipping from sometimes.
That's why
because they are not cost Liverpool this particular season.
That's why we respect players like Messi and Ronaldo. To stay top, for 10 years, a decade at the top, it has not been easy.
Mamia Basi, good morning to the Dreadlocks crew of Anopa Bosuo. Thank you. Thank God it's Friday. Eric Kwachis, another day with the Dreadlocks crew. When I no crowd them Kwarisma, Don Papa Kwarisma, Manucho Nipa. Also, good morning, Opo and Manucho. I'm enjoying the show live from Sunyani. Kofi Obi Mali, Echao, Lotson Junior. See, Opo, stop worrying, Manucho. Samuel Asari, also say, he's with us. Samir Patriot says, Samuel Opani Samuel Asari. Now, no Michelle. Mamia Bankuma says, Opo, I see Switzerland giving Spain a run for their money this afternoon. Yeah, we'll be getting to that game very shortly. Mamia Basi, whoever wins, Belgium and Italy wins the Euros. Nti Mamia Basi ono de Italy ni Belgium game no do Belgium Euros no. Ono na ode amano so bitimi winning.
England.
Spain have come a long way. I didn't expect them to come this far though. Enrique has proved many wrong. Eric Mamia Banede by Eric Kwacho he says I will go for Italy today. Onze Eric Ope tomatoes ni mekwa yechi. Nti umbe bia ono country bia nto esifiri obade. Papa. Nti and I know because how can you compare United and PSG? Popa, I already explained that we're looking at squad for the season. Manucho, God bless you. Eric Kwacho he says so. Your foresight is unparalleled. Manucho. Hey, I see bro focus here. Echina de beche. Manucho, some come from August. Oh yeah. August 15 versus 12 versus 15. Near starting.
That's the beauty of this our job. Sometimes we have bold partner back out him.
Man, August.
Make Alan Hansen or can say 1992 no can say.
August, September, October. Now, I am Piaba Park. So did Manucho atem.
Alan Hansen
say only out. Only last year Eric started
exactly. After they lost in that final, which was true. 75th minute we had lose the game and I won't win. I know the Twazembe. He made a change up till now. Michelle maybe some Twazembe and then the bass abo no.
Okay. My new messages. No, I say your foresight is unparalleled. You indeed understand the game, Manucho. And Lawson Junior says, Man United don't have any chance. I agree with Opo. Mami Abba says that's my problem with Madrid. The way they part ways with their legends, not good at all. Yeah, sure. Eric Kwacho he says, Manucho, you are the best in analysis, and you will remain the best forever. We'll say Manucho. Lost in Opo tell us is very good, just that he doesn't get game time. Oh, Massa, tell us left backs here war England. Some me best 10 crowd. No, but
the point is, Luke Shaw has picked form. And then no money been but Luke Shaw this season has been if you're team of the season.
No. And yeah, Luke Shaw picking form. He's been played. No, Obo Europa League, Obo other cup competitions.
Fine, that's another story. But maybe say game time near the end. The point is, Luke Shaw form now.
I saw his performances.
No, but the point is, once you play, and Luke Shaw should play ahead of him. As good as he is, Luke Shaw is in the form of his life.
And Manchester even want to sell him. That boy is not good. On yet, we more saw Obo Southampton near right Bertrand. Yeah. Southampton right Bertrand is even better than Satellis now. So I have Brazil here.
Sometimes game time also is necessary. But
Manu, how do some players get game time? You have an opportunity and you capitalize and you play to prove to the coach I deserve to start some games. This boy no Obo FA Cup. No ball Europa League on no ball.
You see me,
I saw him.
It's a whole different Brazilian South American players now. England only a few able to do what defensively. Now United as a team put their worst. South American players don't really thrive there in the middle and when it's a whole.
And also Portales is a very good. Just that he doesn't get game time. Eric, see, you are indeed my man. For now, Manucho, you are indeed the best sports pundit I know. Go higher. Mami Abankumasi Ole sometimes becomes tactically bankrupt and seems to lose focus, hoping for the better. What he has to do is get better defensive midfielder to pair with Maguire.
Defender maybe
defender because who can DM the analysis all can defensive midfielder. Okay, to pair with Maguire and he's good to go. Okay,
Tomine is okay. I mean, Pogba is okay. Fred is okay. I mean, they don't need that direction.
Only sometimes tactically bankrupt. That's exactly Manucho's point. Manucho, like you rightly said, time will tell. Mami Abasi Opo, do you think PSG had problems? Do you think PSG had a problem last season? I don't think PSG had a problem last season, but they were just disappointing last season because I strongly believe that they should have won the League One. They had no reason not to.
No, they started the season very poorly.
Now say you Manchester United they do not. No, that is not.
No. At times,
Manchester
City. This is you know. The second part,
starting season poorly.
Starting poorly, but when you get into the stage now, or to me, pick up. Manchester.
That is exactly my point. That's my okay. Also, starting season poorly. Imam said that is not an excuse because teams start seasons poorly. And they make up. City started poorly. Manchester United, maybe not Chelsea leading 12 points.
Yeah.
But besides Chelsea,
I think for PSG, the dream was the Champions League. So the focus was there. By the time they realized Lille had really took them by surprise.
What's
so
Pep Guardiola? Or see a dream maybe Nafe or joining Europa League or Champions League. Or see he
got players picking at the right time. Kevin Bryant started, Gundogan came in.
You can have a pro start.
But but you see that the point was that for PSG, the Champions League was the major target. I said Chelsea. The league they did not do too well, but because of the Champions League, it has been covered. PSG failed. I don't think they are disappointed they didn't do well in the Champions League. League say a major mistake for them. I think like Bayern Munich not winning the Champions League really hits them more than losing league. Okay, Monsieur, do you think Mami Abanana Bisa? And I've explained. I think they were just disappointed, in my opinion, and because they had a bad start to the season, fine, but they could have climbed up just like City did to win the league. Even United.
They did good though.
Yeah, it's like 1 point. 1 point.
A good difference head to head. The crowd will lose. Simple.
They did well.
No.
Oh, they didn't do well by their own high standards.
Players are more league.
Well, you can say, but I will raise the bar now. Say players are more way. I mean, Lille shouldn't have.
I see PSG in France is like Rangers in Scotland. One way, no challenger. Eric says so. Mamia Ba. Eric, Daniel Odro. Daniel Odro, your child.
Danny. Omana Lille so about now. So modern Lyon, Olympic Lyon has also had its own fair share. On modern, so one team take you over. They stand for like 5-10 years. That's what makes it bad. But for me, they will have a good season. But Champions League, why I agree with you is the conviction.
Paris Saint-Germain, Samika said, okay, and now Man United, keen to sign a striker. I know my identify Everton, any England forward, Dominic Calvert-Lewin as ideal candidate. San Kuakrata Nediaba. England midfielder Declan Rice are turning down 2 contract offers if West Ham. Reporter Guardian Adiaba said Chelsea, any Man United, any Manchester City, Asan Lai, Obia per Declan Rice, Atono. Tottenham new manager Ken Kalusha so Betimiaji League. Nuno Espirito Santo has been told Harry Kane will not be sold without his blessing, although the England striker is expected to reiterate his desire to leave the club this summer. Inti omodi adwumane man no muka chenze se onu coach nam nshira so say yenton Harry Kane on monton. And Everton so say they are hoping to beat Arsenal to the £50 million sterling of Brighton defender. Inti that Ben White Arsenal intimi Asama Manucho Kandebia. Arsenal has been deeply linked. Arsenal is close to signing Moatena wa ma Everton ebe chase mu abeje Ben White free munzem. Anyway, according to Kowaka TFN mail, I say the Ghanaians having already had 2 bids rejected for the England Arsenal for a pepe. Sa no mo ye na Aston Villa. ABT mu to the sign mo ye pepe. Ben White was fantastic last year na Ejura Penal City. I know. He's a fine player. Ana onsa mo player Tieni no prepra. Yeah, you good prepra.
But I mean injury prone.
And we know a utility. Yeah. So Ben White with me bought 4, with me bought 5, with me bought 3, with me bought midfield cry. We fantastic player. And Pepper Penal.
That's not problem. It's systemic. So something.
Now according to Kowaka at times, confirm say Arsenal confirm say omupe Italy international Manuel Locatelli, but have denied making bid for the Sassuolo midfielder. Arsenal confirm the interest, but for official bid. Enkoy Juve say Oma receive no indication from Portugal forward Ronaldo say opese ofri team no. According to Kowaka friend sports portal, I friend go. Now Southampton midfielder James Ward-Prowse a target for Aston Villa. Ubakaya Makase Jack Grealish likely to be free. Now omupe Ward-Prowse na be shy anaimu. Barcelona nso say omu hope some be finalize the deal. Any sale of Spanish defender Junior Firpo. Ozi anrani ya kase manucho omu tunkra edima Manchester City befano. Now report say Leeds United so adjoining Tottenham ni Juventus ni na so munya Brentena omope Liverpool monitor Brighton 24-year-old Mali midfielder Brentford friend say Yves Bissouma Ajax and Netherlands Brentford friend say Ryan Gravenberch at 19 as they seek a replacement for Wijnaldum. Ntomo hwe Bissouma eno mo hwe Gravenberch nso eno any exclusive reporter Liverpool echo no so Eddie Ababetua Atuja. Tottenham are set to rival Everton in an attempt to sign 28-year-old England defender Kono Cody from Wolves. Spurs and so Alpha Bologna 15 million euros. Amo Eddie Pet Japan defender friend Takehiro Tomiyasu Atono and also reporter Kowaka Athletic Diabache say Man United any Atlanta in air monitor that same player. Arsenal keen on to sell Willian 32 this summer, but Brazilian wingers' wage demands are putting off potential bidders. After just one season, say Arsenal told Willian, reporter Football London, thereby say Arsenal 4% offload no. Nemu mnisika sem nti amatim bien to me en konkotono. Ni wages no Dawson. Ti teams nketwa say Everton say lease ho na epa no kra amuka the wages put them off. Leeds are open talks with Cagliari over 30 million euro deal for Uruguay made for the friends Nahitan Nandes. Real Madrid and so enter race amupe Portugal fullback friends Diego Dalot from Manchester United and also AC Milan are also interested in the same player. Now and there said Edika can Euros no Enter crying about 24 minutes. Na first give Nasha here Switzerland, Spain, and a Belgium, Portugal, Belgium, Italy. I don't know why I keep saying Portugal. Maybe I'm a Peronado assembly. Manucho, just about 3 minutes for the 2 games and then 3 minutes for Kalusha. See Edika Sports in Bibre. It's 11, almost 11. Okay, Mima, it's 11:37. 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
No.
5 minutes.
Just quick ones. I mean,
I'll give 5 minutes.
I'll give you all my time. No. Politics no senior.
And some now
we're more time. But sports now. No, we come and run a sports. I think first one I had to focus on sell your defender. No, it's a call in the right direction. You see this, I picked up the story particularly whereby some of the clubs, football is big business. We only say you can get money out of it. If you're able to sell this player for over $500,000, $600,000, I think it will augment some of the things that they are looking at.
No much, 5,000.
No, that one there. I mean, it's balderdash. I'm still. I need more information on that one because I'm really disappointed. It's been a story in the news and I'm worried.
Alfredo Di Stefano, no, a 6,000 capacity.
Yes, but they have a major one.
5,000.
Number
some more major one across Sports Stadium.
Yeah, number 5,000 idea. I bought other.
Some Real Madrid, I want you to buy a boy.
Real Madrid, they Bernabeu, they own Bernabeu. It's not for anybody.
But so and Raul analysis, no Casa has squad. They don't need to because Accra home.
Yes,
and now who compare AC Milan San Siro.
Exactly. Invariably, if they decide to have their own, because it's a national sports authority near the end. if they don't have, and you're pertinent and you're major, but if they decide to own their own stadium, it's not bad for their club. 1911, 5,000. If they are trained, I want more information, but they should say ultra modern stadium, 5,000 capacity.
And I saw with me 5,000 and ultra modern. The capacity no changes the ultra modern.
Exactly.
No. And stadium capacity in the money ultra modern.
I didn't say that, but the point is they don't need it. Why would they build a 5,000 capacity ultra modern stadium for what?
Untufu say they don't identify their needs. They just come up with
projects.
That's
what I'm saying. That's they're a big club. They should look bigger than a 5,000 capacity stadium. If they tell me it's a park, a training park, when people come to the stadium.
I say we a stadium. Who Sox stadium is a stadium. Yeah. The capacity. And sometimes it's not. Until I make a choice, it's not the capacity. It's the size, the framework near the BBR stadium. It's not stadium because a 40,000 or 50,000. It's almost a 5,000 capacity stadium. Who Sox there? Let me check it now. What makes a
stadium? You see, I don't want to.
I don't know. Say a park.
If they say it's a park, I will agree.
Now, Fredo say a stadium.
What makes it a stadium?
Fredo is a stadium.
What makes it a stadium?
Now, what makes it a stadium? What is your definition of a stadium?
I'll come and do proper analysis for you between a park and a stadium.
Okay. What is your definition of a stadium? A stadium, your capacity and determines a stadium.
I never said that, so you don't have to put that in my mouth.
Because Real Madrid did 6,000. Has its own basic 5,000. Real Madrid did nice. Until we are no ultra modern, beautiful, Nasibia, low profile games, Oma Bono Hona, Match of Office and Nipan Buzunoma Cobona. Yeah,
I just can't come on Koda. Because for Hopa, Mobediska, and Gomako 5,000 capacity. Without COVID, Nana for Uncle Park and Inti. Yanko, to me, I do away with that.
Yes. So I mean, that's your point. I think the Hearts is bigger than 5,000 capacity.
I know them. I agree with you, but I don't say who argument. We are told me trim. Okay, say Accra Sports Stadium. No, you're more or less because they see and you need team be out.
Yes.
Olympics next share. So I say
10 team squad. They have access to it, so there's no need to
Inter and then AC. They share. Until maybe they feel say they need a small stadium.
San Siro,
and maybe Omunya Sika Kraka.
Upon 1911, they were formed. They should look bigger than a 5,000.
I know they agree with you. That's what
I'm saying.
Maybe we are disappointed, but you did that analysis yesterday to convince me.
I used the word park near there. Say somebody to me, I'm more friendly my games now. And I say, and I say training regime. But if they feel 5,000 capacity stadium is what is befitting for them, I'm only a mere put out to making my analysis. They can really go in that direction and build a 5,000 ultra modern capacity stadium.
Yeah, who sucks here 9.5?
Hard to folk.
Yeah. Who is that?
I say when a city, amphitheater. It's built like a theater. A gradient in a very high. Into what this direction.
Yeah, you need to
a terrorist.
And I'm going to make graduation.
So when for baseball, so I'm seeing over
9,508 capacity.
No, no, said the floor area. No, so it's not like football. Football now we have at least enough space for some of these things. But
no,
but they intend to build a big one.
Now we
9,500.
You think we are born all the time? Every day we are mobile game. Football, football near born players, bro. Where they watch them every day. Mobile game. I think it's okay. Oh yeah, they play over there. They play all the time. Monday, Wednesday, I'm training up every day. Yeah, so I think it's good for them to make money. My worry is that other clubs should learn some of these things so that they can breed and sell. But it looks like they are
Euros, no, and our other local stories.
Yeah, let me forget those.
Euros, no.
I think Switzerland, Spain, a very big game. You know, they've not met in at the European Championship. They share World Cup performances 3 times.
Switzerland share Spain
once, right? I mean, Spain.
Opening game be
the last time they played, Switzerland won, but the 3 major ones in the day, Spain was able to get it over them. In our in all competitions, Spain have been very tough customers for Switzerland for team. I think the fairy tale for Spain has been very good going into this season, this tournament. You know, I said a lot of experience was not brought to the team. I say Sergio Busquets, now Jordi Alba. Most of the players they brought this time around, now Cookie, in Kaninya, Sarabia, Amuni, there who are relatively young now. The people felt that, they were nearly going off. Said the other match, the match before this one, they even had to play on when extra time before they had beautiful goals from Morata and they was able to get over them. I think Switzerland has been doing something very important. Shaqiri is really shown that he's a captain of a sort. So I take it him by storm now. But I read about him. He's a very wonderful striker. He's really doing a lot of magic in there. I think Spain for biggest way, Ferran Torres. He's been awesome for them. Yeah, people should watch out for him. I mean, in 8 games, he scored about 9 goals.
I think he's going to have a fantastic season for City.
Yes, it's really hard doing. Oduna Shanti, he does well. Pau Torres is also doing very well at the back there. For me, it's a game that on paper they look like equally STEM teams. Switzerland playing the tournament of their life. Spain, relatively an inexperienced side. So they say Sergio Busquets doing the job in the middle. I think put everything in a box, shaking together. Spain has a bit of
Seferovic and Seferovic,
very wonderful.
And then that Mbolo guy is good.
Yes. They have a decent squad. And then going through their team,
coach, Mbolo ni Seferovic, no Shaqiri behind them.
Chamber, it's about top 3, but Shaqiri stays as a playmaker in the middle between the two of them. Shaqiri by size not awesome. He's very intelligent footballer, but he's too big. He doesn't run there. But when he gets the ball, set pieces is very dangerous on it. Ball glued to his feet is very beautiful. For me, they will sell to us a very beautiful game. I'm expecting Kokeni at the experience to be brought to bear. Putting everything together, Switzerland winning, I'll be surprised. And you remember the last time they played, with 2010.
Yeah,
but Spain eventually went on to win by their first game.
They lost. They lost. No, Bian Lusu in the opening game of World Cup. Enjeda.
But Spain were able to do it in 2010. It was Switzerland who were able to break that dominance over them with that perfect and decent squad. In the likes of Iniesta, Moni Adiano, this Switzerland team was able to do it over them. They underrate Switzerland at their own peril. But all things being equal, I'm sure my last 2 performances, I'm expecting Spain to really have this one. But this game, second down the wire, I'll give Spain 55 and Switzerland 45% chance of really getting this over. Both teams will play well. I don't think this Spain team will overall this Swiss team. They look like equally matched. But pedigree, experience, and some of these things didn't play a role. I'm expecting Spain to bully with their name, but Switzerland has proven in recent times that they can really.
So who is winning?
Spain still has a bit of my head, but my heart is for Switzerland. If they win, I'll not be surprised.
So just give us your stick on neck out.
I'll stick my. I said Spain. Spain. Okay. But
Mamia Basi Switzerland. Team say I will follow Mamia Bantia.
Oh yeah, I think Switzerland has a good chance, but Spain still has it for me. Okay. I mean, it's a major.
And the second game, I think
the Belgium win. It's another big one.
Yeah,
Belgium has. It's like been tough customers for Belgium. Belgium has not really been having it over them. The last time they played, Belgium was able to do it over.
Aspilicueta is starting a game for Spain. He was phenomenal the last game, including him scoring,
which is good news for them. They did the
so if you want, I can give you the lineup.
Oh yes, I mean
Sommer, goalkeeper for I'm starting with Switzerland. Sommer, Elvedi, Akanji, and Rodriguez into players no, and into about back 3, and into about 3-4-1-2.
Yeah,
3-4-1-2. 3-4-1-2.
Let's go.
Okay. 3-4-1-2. Okay, Kalusha, who your analysis no? Now,
Yes.
I guess Spain against Switzerland. First games, superior games. Them say Sergio Busquets onya kwan mobi. But 2 matches are boy, that is a 5-0 no, and a 5-3 no. He was in the middle of the midfielder. Now Obo Momoshe with the likes of Alvaro Morata, Munyam confidence. Goals in the last game 5-3 on Moshe. Spending almost 30 years, you need the Nanka will be a more dog chance, but then they know how to play tournaments. When Spain started up to pick up pieces now, but squad is here now. I'm not seeing the Zaka saying Ghanaians Chaka. Was squad in him.
Only captain.
But squad by Onimbi.
Yeah,
the bench he's not in the bench.
Yeah, only lineup, maybe he's injured. Said Americano. Sommer, Elvedi, Akanji, Rodriguez, near back 3. And now midfield no ball 4. Widmer, Zakaria, Frola, and Zuba. That Zuba has been phenomenal. That Zuba boy. And now Shaqiri, Mbolo, Seferovic. Into Omo starting on, but just like you said, Oko Benja, Mbabu, Vargas, Mvogo, So, Fanshat, Benito, Gavaranovic, Fernandez, Kobel, Shah. So Shah is starting from the bench actually today. Comet, Anna Lutumba.
Shah,
the ball, Newcastle, right?
Newcastle.
Yeah.
Or England.
Newcastle. Fabian Shah. Yeah. And now, Okoshe, Okoshe wins. We go keep a Sommer, and we go keep a Simeon. Simon, Aspliqueta, Laporte, Torres, Alba. And a Koke, Busquets, Gonzalez. Sergio Busquets, Yanka said he's been phenomenal. He's been phenomenal.
Got 2 games about Mama Shetengos.
Torres, Morata, Sarabia.
Yeah.
Spain.
It's a decent squad.
Even when Morata is not David, it's Gerard Moreno.
Yeah.
Your fear, Villarreal.
Or bench.
Or bench.
Thiago Alcantara surprisingly hasn't been doing enough for Spain. And he's what the bench. Or started Wanyadi in the first game. He didn't do well.
Yeah.
So almost started first game. He played him bad. Wanyadi is dropping into the bench.
Yeah.
Shocking.
This squad is good.
But Sanchez free buying no. Only the value swati. The Sanchez that we saw at Bayern, and the Sanchez we are seeing now at Liverpool. Alcantara, sorry. Thiago Nameka, Mr. Sanchez.
Alcantara. I agree. I think that he's not really been himself. Maybe until me adjusted properly to the
Premier League.
To think that he was part of a winning team, Champions League. Now we're falling so downtrodden, saying it doesn't look too good for him. I agree that he needs to pick up. I mean. Eventually, on said that news so sometimes you might think that it's
La Messiah.
Yeah, it's just about La Masia. La Masia. Okay, it's just about 29 going 30. He needs to pick up. But inadvertently, we share this Spain team. I think it's a decent side. They can really cause some havoc.
Okay.
I mean,
and
everything.
Who's winning?
I'll go in for Spain again. Yeah, I'll go in for Spain.
I mean, and the second game as well.
Second game now. A tactical in a second game no. What Roberto Martinez need to do is say you don't have to do a midfield battle with the likes of Lucatelli, the likes of Marco Verratti, the likes of Jorginho. Yes, a midfield battle. They're going to suffer. What I anticipate is say. And players be on more midfield no. When they get the ball, Thomas Muniemo, Omanya ball na, ball no munsim. Na yin try say, where defenders sitting down. I'm talking about Chileni and your friends Bonici. When I'm saying where down in the defense setup, no more high balls no, into the opposing side no. Now they don't have to do the battle in the midfield. Just had their Italy from Bechom. But if they were able to do that one now,
no counter.
Yes, Omunya born now, move 40 and to baby. I won Lukaku won.
To buy the Momo Belgium flew to
almost 40 balls. Midfield game there because the way Belera, Marco Verratti, and Jorginho, I bought Medford on there.
Basa equally Belgium also has a good
Belgium, but that's how
Tillman, Carrasco, Dres Mertens.
But this
Belgium is better with the ball than Italy.
No, they are good. Yeah, because they are good, but almost game no wood. The likes of Marco Verratti and the Jorginho, the ball this tournament, you know.
But possession, the Majidi say,
I think the Belgium Medford cannot be overall. They are also very good.
Carrasco. Me to me there Medford and be somewhere high par this particular tournament, you know. I give it to the Italians. On Medford right now.
I mean they are in the form of
their lives. You know here. Me for the first
last game is
that is a me can say Roberto Martinez Roberto Mia on 40 balls no na yin where Bonici and Chileni down for the first 15 minutes, you know. Baku bepra Obi analysis plan now go as a Belgium fan or analysis. Belgium fan. What I want to put across is say Chileni in Bonici no. So no, we don't have that energy, toughness. No, nobody board those kind of stuff. It's a you between no more struggle.
Okay. So one
but for me, say Martinez a ball, a high boss in there on the show. But me a midfield battle there.
Sofu Evans
Obusu Bempa.
Obusu Bempa come say dia.
Commission. What I'm saying is say
we both say the obeshe, we am say the obeshe. My stick on neck out. Who is winning?
Me Belgium bet me ashon, but omo board the mechanic game plan dia.
Me Belgium see the same.
Me as my mechanic say tactics na make. So I'm about to have the information mechanic there. They're going to win.
That's how I analyze it.
They have their own.
In Belgium, I'm balloon born.
I'm born and where the defense are down. That's why I'm that's what I'm saying.
I'm balloon born.
Someone balloon born.
Belgium, I'm balloon born.
That's going to be a problem. Someone balloon in India and they forgot about it.
In Belgium, I'm balloon no more winning.
And they said they'll be able to
because Belgium and balloon, but I think Belgium will beat Italy.
But this particular, you know, bomb full battle there. I don't think so.
No possession there. You know, Italy. My problem with Belgium is because that is what they do in most of the high-profile games. Possession, no say chances, and then counter. Bakumi no near the ashom. And Italy masterclass when it comes to defense. So. Into what I think, and Italy are very clinical too, and are efficient when it comes to senior. But when it comes to
Italian, high pressing, you won't bother at national BMO. What's it, Roberto Martinez?
And they haven't met their meter.
Mancini
haven't met their.
No, Mancini has changed the damn.
They haven't met their meter. When you group games are over, when you are playing teams are Ocaliban was Richard, Pedigree was Richard. You play to
have the luxury of.
Yes. But sometimes you have to have a rethink of your tactics when due to the opponent.
Yes.
Or Belgium, your team, even Spain, crown Belgium, Kushas is here. Only mean as a possession, or Belgium and Belgium right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm a possessive team. Because I'm more players, I'm more to me. But Italy efficient. That is what I think. I'm very efficient in terms of finishing. I'm more tactical. Italy a very tactical team.
This particular boy body say, you know, more don't start to right from the word Goa.
But my dream watch right now as to who should win. You know why? Because Italy or Chelsea player in Jorginho. Say I do nyabimo. My neutral best defender Emerson.
Yeah.
And me pe Eden Hazard asem so much say onji trophy bia ma Belgium aye dinner attempts golden generation. Even me share ESPN for no. Almost say Belgium last chance of winning something.
That's right.
Because when we know they don't think they will even have any edge at the World Cup to come. What I say because it's almost golden age. You know.
Yeah. If they built any good team, which can stand the test of time, they are the number one in the world. And everything.
At the same time, I want Belgium to win, but I want Jorginho to also progress. But Belgium shall me pay.
But chances are lower on their side. I mean, all things being equal, Italy looks more flamboyant.
Italy has been dominant in this tournament.
In coaches inside the last time it was 2013 with FA Cup final when they both were in England. Tactically they are good and they are both
Martinez.
They've been around for a long time.
Martinez and Mancini.
They've been around for a long time. They built Roberto. They built their team.
No, but Martinez won.
Yeah. Sana make me say the last time was
FA Cup. FA Cup, but one can do win it.
Martinez won over him in that FA Cup. The last time they won. I wanted to bring that on the results in like they met.
It's not just a Martinez be winning because how we make exactly.
But in principle, there are two coaches. They know each other. I won't say they know each other, and they've been around their teams for some time. They'll be able luxury of spending some 1-2 years with the team. They know their teams inside
2 years at Chempo.
Yeah, but
because Roberto or the Belgium call last World Cup near the he's taking Belgium to 2 tournaments.
Yeah,
this is the third one.
Yes.
So on the all
you don't have time.
Thierry Henry or Simon Boy.
Exactly. So for me, it's going to be a beautiful game. It's about Mobile against Lukaku, and I like the way Kalisha went about it. Yeah,
the emotional Chelsea fan, but whoever wins that game can clearly win the cup. Yeah, but honestly, Hazard is no longer at Chelsea.
Yeah,
but I love Hazard for what he did for Chelsea. So and the way Omusi Bonechi on Jacob Ma.
They've been perennial. They are just at Netherlands. Perennial and achievers.
They be me yani say. Ombe knock out Italy. No matter to a papa so ama
England.
This is I've always supported England in every major tournament, but this tournament As of I don't know.
But this is a tournament. If they can win, this is a tournament. So when we knew where they should forget go in Qatar. This is a tournament.
Okay, young Vezio and Timanucho going for Italy victory, right?
Yeah,
over Belgium.
The Italy squad is very decent and balanced.
So
like Roman, Bonucci, Chiellini. I mean,
judging against all factors, it is all factors. There was slight chance.
Yeah, Belgium. They still not convincing me.
And also they always say balloon. Balloon.
Yeah. One difference in Bado. Bento game, Bemalin, Tiwaa Addo World.
Yeah, Tiwaa Addo.
They have a very decent defense. I think it's Bonucci, Chiellini, Lorenzo, Spinazzola. I mean, with very decent goalkeepers. So Courtois has it, Donnarumma. I mean, it's a game fit for the gods. Two informed sides, very experienced. Everything
game in the tournament.
Yes, everything going in
there.
By
Italy, some are conceded goal finally.
Yes,
the last group game. Now I'm conceded goal in their first 2 games.
The dream is to win the tournament.
Okay,
every game.
So that is where we bring the end to the sporting segment. Yeah, there's like I say, my big Olu Beauty, my big hair salon, some trading, super cleaning services, and a Anochi Krum restaurant. Wamada Ruma, and I'm on this sports segment. Eddie Ebremu, PSG Ebeshe, Italy Beshe, Eric, and now kind. Mamia Basi, who said England are going to win? Manu Chunes, England are going to win. Kalusha wants to be on the fence. Washa Dajano, he's or you who's been bank come Shenibi.
You do or you put everything shake together and take one ball as a winner. It's a way you say there. But when we say a bank and quite chartered accountant, me present project manager. He's able to do detailed.
Or you who been bank come Shenibi.
Yes.
Or see other to America.
Me say crowd.
Ba manager na ho a.
Obe je finish.
Eh Bradi Nyankopon. Nyame sa na nyame eyi ade jire ni ba. Okay, anyway, Unity Radio 103.9 Anopa Bosuo na we yemfa good you 70 90 Akufo-Addo kakra na fe yemra mehwe ensema pie soldier for ensema sisi o Ghana abrante no so ayiku no Kaaka Macho enso ehun sem aba ene a police for tumi aduadu mahu ade potia eno ntia ma abrante no obi ekum no na details coming up on the show na answer na no Kofi-Addo asembi otaka kire answer na ya transition from sports to politics. Kofi Kasaitio.
Look here, my friend. Our problem is our leaders. You remember our great-great-grandmother? Yeah, Santwa. Did she depend on World Bank? Did she depend on Abrofo? She didn't. Right? And you change. Oduman Kuma Tradion Pong, Woso, Otutu Tata, Baba Bibi Baba. You don't stand up for your rights. Democracy means if you do not criticize your condition, you understand? You're a traitor to the nation. Go see the council. Go and see the people they got there. Dr. Kwame Naminimshi, he's there. Professor Dr. Mwasam Kwana Mishai, he's there. Dr. Professor Emeritus Kitwabiana Miredi, he's there. Nana Kuntumpo the first, he's there. Evangelist, Bishop, Asorisika Kwana Miria, they are there. They don't do nothing for you. We have no water. We have no light. Look, a small road they're building, they can't do it. From Accra to Kumasi should be a 4-lane highway. And I'll build it because I know how to build it.
Okay, I'll build it because I know how to build it. Young Congo, some of that person, Erika, soldier for Omu resident of Wa for a missing phone. And some Manucho, Manucho Dikedi, Sadi and Hong Kong P. Until we start off from there quickly. Now, Yamrame to us now. Said the DK project video no ma ya share for share Ghana Armed Forces impending force or they will deal with soldiers now omo yes ano na ayade a asefimi pa ohwe near course na megidi se entwaye na omo the press release aba yenya copy wa ha yenkan Ghana Armed Forces press release issued by the Public Relations Directorate, General Headquarters, Bema Camp, Accra, and a telephone number near our website. Release number JI, 2nd July 2021. Soldiers involved in the disturbances at war to be disciplined. The attention of the military high command has been drawn to a video which has gone viral. In this video, some soldiers busted in war. In this video, some soldiers based in Wa, the regional capital of the Upper West region, are seen molesting civilians in the city without any provocation. This unprofessional conduct took place on Thursday, July 1st, 2021, at a time when the commanding officer of the soldiers and the chairman of the Regional Security Council were both out of town on official engagement. Internal disciplinary measures have been instituted to deal with all those who will be found culpable in this unprofessional conduct by the soldiers. In view of the seriousness of the matter, the chief of the army staff is leading a high-powered military delegation to WA to meet the traditional and opinion leaders to find an amicable way of resolving this unfortunate incident. The delegation will also explore means to assuage the anger of the people and promote good neighborliness. The Ghana Armed Forces once again wishes to assure the people of WA and the general public that their safety is paramount at all times. As such, will not condone any unprofessional conduct by any member of the force. Signed, Yi Agri-Kwashi, Colonel, Director, Public Relations Officer. Note to editors for favor of publication, please. All media houses, including Unity Radio US. Manucho.
Yes. I think it's a call in the right direction. I mean, Obi only a chance to watch the video, and it's really an unfortunate one. That a military officer or joining that Macho Kaaka, that tricycle, moped, tricycle maybe, then loses a phone. Then he decides that they will terrorize for like an hour. Everybody, all of them were under siege, which is not really a good call. And I think, you see, it coming in the wake of yesterday, I was trying to raise that point that military presence and AI too much into the system. And they are getting out of the barracks to really do some of these things. I think their leaders should really work hand in glove to really push them back to the barracks. For whatever reason, I know some of these excesses or some once in a while comes out. You know where I stand when it comes to some of these things. It's an excess that we can manage and tell them in their faces, I give them a stern warning that you don't really do this. What kind of story now? Because if to be credible in the name, we'll be in a fractured tie. And there was a guy who was trying to record, and someone say, "Why saw recording?"
Now, several of them. Mamima details, as you brought it. Now, some armed soldiers have been caught in camera brutalizing residents of WA in the Upper West region on Thursday, July 1, over a missing mobile phone supposedly belonging to one of the soldiers. According to one eyewitness, one of the soldiers is believed to have boarded what is referred to as yellow or Mahama Combo and lost his phone. Mahama Kambu, but Omuchono Kambu, Omuchoni CAM Kambu, The incident is said to have started at 1 p.m. and lasted for close to an hour at the WA main traffic. Several of the victims are said to have sustained various degrees of injury. 2 of them are currently on admission at the WA Municipal Hospital. A 29-year-old vulcanizer who was a victim is suspected to have developed a fracture in his right thigh during the assault. This comes after soldiers opened fire on protesters at Ejura in the Ashanti region, leading to the death of 2 people, normal related. Now, the public relations officer of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council, Cletus Awuni, who was also a victim, told an Accra-based CTFM that the soldiers dragged him out of a car and interrogated him for filming the incident. Awuni explained, "I got a call that the military personnel was brutalizing people in town. We saw that they were beating everybody. In the process of inquiring why people were being beaten, I was also beaten." I call that's very funny line, right? I called the military command to find out what was happening, and he said he didn't know anything about what they were doing. So the commander said he wanted to call the second in command. As we were speaking, people were being beaten. So I decided to take a video and send it to the commander so he sees what the boys are doing. They saw that I was filming them, and they asked me why I was filming them. I said I was on a phone call with their commander. Then they started beating me up. That didn't even shake them.
That is gross disrespect.
They demanded that I deleted the video, and I told them I won't delete it. They started using the taser on me to delete the video. It took the intervention of one police DSP to shout at them that they are beating the PRO of the Upper West Regional Coordinating Council before they stopped beating me. They gave my phone back to me, and I was driven to the hospital by my driver.
You see, it's very unfortunate.
Regsec PRO.
Yeah.
And
you see, and it even tells you. Do you know why sometimes I get mad and pissed? They knew what they were doing was bad. So we had the papa and could be charged the account newspapers, Makwaje prize, and Kawun penny. But when him say we did bonena or no chawuninti, you decide to just start beating him and telling him to delete it. Whichever way, I'm expecting the police, the soldiers to take very big action. The last time, well, I agree with you, was Frank Ajimande.
Spain, I share one.
Yeah,
just about 8 minutes.
Yes.
8 minutes go. Spain,
but last time they scored and they equalized.
Yeah.
All those things can happen. 3-1 down. I remember so well. Yeah. Into Washa, Lieutenant Frank Ajimande by, they are fond of beating civilians for some reasons which are best known to them. It doesn't look too good. Whichever way they shoot, the perpetrators, they have to be called and warned extensively. I'm a believer in warning them more than even putting them underway, because some of these excesses, they've been doing them for a long time. Thank God we are in the era of phones. We shouldn't try the enemy, not him. So on your panorama view, he was on a high place and he was getting those things. Like when you those shots for us.
And only in your Regsec PR on the video.
No. So I'm sure. I'm sure he also has it for us to really have a look at it. So I think whichever way is not good. They are really getting a lot of bad name into the military PR on at the end. They need to really clean some of these excesses their boys are really doing. I sometimes think that our leaders too should tell them that we should learn to use the police more. Police are for law and order. Then the military are to come in when we need a lot of, when the country is under siege. And I also say, say more thing. We need to really push them back. I keep hammering on this thing because that's why sometimes the citizens get a bit agitated and also decide to react in some excesses. They become the bigger victims anyway. So I think that all the news outlets I'm hearing this morning, the military command, they are not happy with it. The government is not happy with it. So virtually they need to really talk on some of these things so that we get it sorted. I think that even the military people, if given the opportunity, they will be really sorry. The truth is that but it looks like it's getting out of hand, and they need to really bring them to order for them to really stop some of these things. It's a military story. The military should handle it, but at least it should be deterring enough for others to know that when the uniform does not give, average Ghanaian or uniform I see is bigger than every civilian around him. We need to reduce some of these things if you really want to go on in this democratic dispensation. People should have a right.
Kaluja, quick one on that.
People should begin to know, sir, after first fight, people are trying to do activism by using their cameras and their videos or their phones to capture videos. Baby, video. Na say modern trend how no see dynamics of the world and no change. People don't want to change. Because that time who should bia it means small no baby no babu bia na enyo mo hwe. Omo ba abesa bongo boys omo ba no babu but right now no am phone say obetuma babu ba betwa video na dey come up penny. If you are military me sure say omo say military police for no so no be deprive so no di now no check kangaroo
adan say they me best mo hwe ma me na me bisa mo na me try to adan say soldier for no sa de na be room kakra bia na ye citizens no I'm
professional but now it used to be there then times so now my phone capture but right now no and I'm for started capturing the man rampant
advent of
social media no and they say no more we president the social media no be expose you the social media as Ghana no for state of Ghana and
fourth arm
no social media be fifth arm of
Gaza and also comedian.
Maybe I know a different dimension. And see, and no change it normal because they say no, obi the pakwan kwa we o twan kwa no bi onja sin no. Eso no te baby no we twa. Nti omo nsi so Gaza. Omo so no suban na one silly mistake no e be cost dearly. And I say we hardly a soldier for ma edin penifo ekọ wa coming down they say adna there me sure say sankofo you know wa kan bia on be yiwedi na yiwedi a o phone nka to boss nka wo hwe ya e na nka fa gidigidi a and now atade na o hye na office say odi gidigidi na so ko bu civilian na. It's high time say they need to sit up because social media no is there to capture any wrongdoing bia na so edwa ko adwam o ma ya che ba be say right now they omo ada ho na mafo be omo twetwa sa pictures no ye bo ma ba so omo ko so ntwa ba da omo hwe omo yi ko so hwe omo yesu na say ye so mu a enya papa nti omo boy adwuma social media no.
Okay, breaking news mami fam Ejura MC Nanado Inedi.
Yeah.
Ejura MC Nanado Inedi. Sisi Anaba coming just in
because of why?
It's breaking news. Details will unfold.
Yeah.
And I'll read more details.
I'm trying to marry the two near the end.
And I'm saying breaking news.
We'll link it to the Tiwaa story.
Yeah, breaking news number into Yanko Tiwaa story. So we'll get more. We'll get a.
But it's good. It's a lot of good news as far as I'm concerned.
Okay.
It's high time.
When among for realize it, both the security services, both the politicians, both the president in there, realize say that social media in platform now bano. And no, we phone, no, I got we phone. Amano, and I'll talk a credit at so. And I'll call she baby kwana. They say phone I buy iPhone 13 money at idea baby. If you call to me Zoom, when I'm a channel, it will bet me jam baby Zoom a picture. It will be biawo. What they lighter, they should be very, very careful. Because the next time I got that Facebook, I got to Facebook to say Kima. Won't you catch a Mark Zuckerberg and then call for say, pull it down. I didn't go to one corner there. A better a call from Mamu to say Kim. Or be super share, no more also. Now a big cover and those kind of stuff. And see, you're paying for you should have phone your police phone. It's connected no man, I cake no more, almost the same kakra. No, right now, we are seeing Sisa, and almost society. They need to also almost someone. Now, one way, no more year say, your mouse that are green now, no officer, no one on 2 4 on 1 of 4 year. Now you have to take the laws into your own hands now. I'm on for bad, I'll bobo, mom's own suspect, all born suspect, and maybe quite the young unknown wafer. Wafer and call baby. Let's say conform more you want to say, bomb, when I say because your mouth to me say, the boy home by your mouth to me say, but what am I telling you? It is social media no positive aspect of social media and any bini or more than or more menye na
the funniest part of the whole story is regional coordinating council PRO no could draw na obisa so onim se bia soldier phone nim no said I don't know. And obisa say masa na dey my then am obo when I asked why they were beating them they started beating me.
I do soldier phone pay and say omo ye bibi na okoko bisa obo say e dey na o yero no mo ni mo.
Exactly.
You
see, we need to. That's why I'm a bit worried. Now, high command, no, they need to. We become no and penny 4 years out.
No,
I had the chance to be close to
police penny, a soldier penny passes. I make a story on the topmost army officer in Ghana, Krabbe Pacho.
Yes,
was saying the new conduct of soldier for no.
Mono mwasi wakakrano. But no rank near the Kakrano. Muna sometimes like police in your sanity. If you have chance to meet police or higher rank they have really nice people. Yeah. But mom we Kakrano kabo from put the you bobo no sukra say one out about. I mean it's very unfortunate. They need to really stem out some of these things for them to get it there and they have to get it back. I'm happy the direction that is going. Like Minyago say Ghanaian follow through. Say okay, the people who did this and this has happened to them, they've been warned, they've been this and okay anybody that the next time they do it on the colleagues someone yet not 2 or you be money say you better run at if you know. I don't believe that we are from what idea. You know how my stance on some of these things, but they need a stern warning so that they don't continue thinking that it's all right. Say Michelle uniform there Ghana and be I say me bono. Who does that? Go protect our borders and your citizenry. I mean that should be the first line. We are military personnel. It's when you say don't. There's no way you can tell an American military person on Konanko America for an uncle on yet that. I mean, then there were circumstances. And what to make him proud? Say American citizen, be proud that be American now wow military nebo for no apparent reason. Well, there should be ways to really combat some of these things rather than I've seen people trying to throw stones in there. Now we call it emotional intelligence. Some of our military they don't act intelligently when it comes to their emotions. I'm with all apologies to them.
Okay. TM fan is your bad. Mama, I share one story behind Sunday. Akwa a dry issue, no. Manager's own Akufo-Addo. Yeah.
Astute news.
Yeah, Akufo-Addo si nyame anim ni no credit da wa na waka na Greater Accra Regional Minister. Or ye symbol of fixing Ghana.
Yeah.
Or say single out. Na bona basos. In as much as say ye bo abanichi for all the bad things they are doing. No. Se bako ya de na ya.
Of course.
I say bona baso.
I agree in no certain terms.
Enti 1 minute.
Yes.
Na mo na baso ni anko.
No, I think in principle why are there? We are keeping the city clean will come with a lot. So say last time we really say they say some of them have been there for like 15 years in there. So changing them will not be easy. And I know, so say, I told you I want to listen more. I know I'm minister. I know, so there are 12 acres of land there with the Honoma. Everybody can go there to go and check the scrap dealers, and 12 acres is a lot of land. As far as I'm concerned, I mean 4 plots makes that 4 to 5 plots make an acre. Into veteran say 12. I think you can't give them everything near there, so we can start from somewhere. Say Omokone so but they can renegotiate for to be given other places.
And there was a retreat.
There's no business.
Or say if you come back 10 times, I will evict you 100 times.
Yes.
And record it to Agbogborushi traders.
Yeah, because the
he
truth
needs determination and backing of all.
Yes, the truth is that scrap dealers in the more matter of time because some they 50,000 leadership make some 50,000. They don't really want to go there because it's a small and blah blah blah. They have their own way. And see, what I didn't like the minister was that I mean he was a bit sitting on a high horse because not Joy FM reporter any Bisan question. My brother, you can't ask me that, my brother, because it was important. Did they have a rep on the meeting at the end? And that person needs a lot of talking to because I don't think that they did this in a vacuum. So no sellers at the end now
discussing meetings.
Exactly. Discussing until mono scrap dealers and who did you have there and what are the grievances that he shared? I mean, you don't just decide to throw your weight about and start saying and trying to threaten with political ways. I mean, we passed that stage. We've gotten to that stage. Our democracy is in transition. But you can decide to run. Obi ya the papa. So it's worse than a refuse dump. With all apologies. We share pictures in a war nippona. Yeji nipana. Niaka go na. Uzo ni party idea we. I mean, sometimes we should give a human face to ourselves. I don't we some of us don't act human. It is all yes idea when I say the needed results. I think I didn't like the way the exchanges. That one no certain terms I will say that I didn't like it the way it went about. But it doesn't take the fact too that the man is doing a good job. And we've gotten to the state that Ajen Kotoku is where you should go to. You don't have any business being around that Gbogbo. Okay. You need to. There are lots of places in Akrampa. Just like we were saying here, it's in your regeneration.
Yeah.
People thinking that maybe I'm meeting Nima and we are getting to times you need to take them out, regenerate those areas. I mean, if you want, it's a capital city, and those are some of the prices that you pay. But keeping those slums close to 1 minute from the airport in Adiano, I think it's high time. I need another leader who will look in that direction. That as much as possible, we need to regenerate in our city.
Ghana for ya somewhere. Said the kind of what's in a house and to a fast a bonafide place, or the right to
live there and not to move. But if a government needs, that's why you set up leadership. When you need a place, then what is the law? We compensate you adequately and you move. You don't have any reason to be there. I'm thinking the next step is those slums we need to kick them out in a positive direction. Make sure that they are adequately compensated. That's my other side too, because I've been a victim. If I saw my mom being a victim, being moved to places I called to. But the other way is that once there's adequate compensation there, we need to regenerate our city. If they have kept some slums in some areas and I think that is why I will side with this. Say other regional ministers should replicate, should learn. I think this man has been a model from the capital. Kumasi, Takrade, Sunyani, okay. So that the cities will be rid of a lot of hoodlums in there and shanty areas. I think we don't need them in this 21st century. So kudos to him.
Kalusha,
I support.
Fakakaka on the Ejura and some other issues on board today.
Opo Harikoti, first time I met him, Muso Kasaram see, yeah, this man has come to stay. Nana was a one by na John Bodu, or can say himself because political debate, and I can say, Saba Pandia, so mu yin free wa, ABID or you're not be Baba say Omuti na Supreme. I'm a Parmoja money boy, Juma no bonus or Bonnie pa. Now I'm saying is why firm. In here leaders said like or no the cause of Ghanaian. In as much say obviously the political, you know, next year quite be on bedu a fair election kwana. No, he doesn't care. He just care about the well-being of the region. The amount say because every year beyond and we are begu katema amana be a year kumkum nipa. Enkoye one this particular season, in so toy no, not as much say 9 years, but there has been an improvement. What I'm saying, cafe then times nanka musebia nipa ni be beti say nsuato ama nipa be we was you know. Enyanye yide but there has been an improvement. Be say o man kwan na oposo agbo adwuma na e no betu akoso. Agborisho for ni there. Those strap release them say Ghana for more self interest no. Obi say wakoton oto na de onyamfa so at the expense of nkofo ni ama baby so kokotran. It's not no go it's o mo bomodian as me come me ne ya adwene pass o mo kotran 100 times 10 times on 100. Okay. So come 100 on 1,000 na make sure say o mo be ka achire no so ya na ha adwene ebi mu ka achire o say nkofo beba say nkofo no mo so mo a
But listen to him, I see they will be there for a whole week. Business are stopped at that area. There's no more business as far as he's concerned. But I agree, there will always be recalcitrant.
We move on to the next topic. Eric, before that, Eric say, this Greater Accra Regional Minister thing, I don't get it. Is Accra not divided into municipalities and districts? Must he go and do these things himself? Can't the districts and municipalities do it? I don't get it. It won't last if he is no more there. He should rather institute laws to be run by the districts and municipalities, so that when he is no more, it will continue.
No, but I think it's a joint effort. Stakeholders, but quite the face and trying to champion it in a way.
President of Accra,
the MP na dey now.
Mayor, Mayor no ka dey say yenya appointing mayor. Greater Accra mayor.
I don't think
so. Because Kumasi dey Accra no na minya ho nche say dey ama unconfirmed though. Yes, they are more. Yes, they are more calling so usu amankwa. Unza na make say me dey omo yi
in terms of rankings. I mean, exams
no defense.
Yes, indeed. In top position.
And run a news no.
I say we. I saw Usuben Papa the way prophecy and yeah confirmed.
Where they straight for
not confirmed.
No, say in journalism terms, binding young for
exactly.
As we are getting
confirmed in the physical, but spiritual realms they are confirmed.
We spiritual.
So I think
sources terms on there.
Yeah, but I think that Eric has a genuine cause, but any make us a winner because he's the face in Tiani yet anymore. But it's a joint coalition we are or more yeah. But as to it's lasting too, no. I agree with him. The Ghana they easy,
okay,
and easy.
It's a joint effort, just like you said, and because he's the governor, on the Mrebiano, on boss. Until all the municipalities, the district assemblies come under him.
Yes.
Even the AMA itself, come under him, and then I think that he's leading by example by taking the bull by the horn. Tom Ribia, but me, I don't really care who does it. What matters most?
No, share sustainability. That if he's trying to be the face,
so just like Moka said, I'm making sure say area
for some time. But with time, it should be an institutional thing. It shouldn't just be the face. It's always on the face where the danger is. To transfer not China, will the institution be able to hold it? Where I agree with him, but Kakra mentioned it there. At this point, we need that. Or Kwajimai. Ajimai, we do man know the menu.
Okay.
You move on
now. Before we look at time, look when I'm supposed to you Ejura issue. Let's look at Domelevo NDC issue quickly. NDC for so mobile demo regardless. And Domelevo so onza na nadu yi na di nyina on kasa. And then wakasa. Na Domelevo or say you forced me out. Domelevo counters Akufo-Addo after long silence. And our audit service staff who helped Domelevo in the Kroll case demoted and transferred. Nti yan link our stories ni together quickly. Mamuncha who said bit my share Ejura now you move on. Now Daniel Domelevo is unhappy about the state of Ghana Audit Service. He disclosed that some staff who helped him in the Kroll and associate case have been demoted and transferred. Domelevo was forced by the president to retire. Now onu ankasa oye Domelevo no say yi na di no onkasa na okasa no na odi to say he was forced to retire prematurely. All the people who were associated or identified to have a role to play in the audit of the Ministry of Finance, which resulted in the senior minister's issue, have had their share. He said the Deputy Auditor General in charge of central government audit has been demoted 2 steps lower, and the lawyer who led the case in court has been transferred to Cape Coast. And he senior minister he was indicted in the Kroll and associate case. And the mass senior minister office no unceremoniously another office
also advisor, presidential advisor,
chief advisor. Enti Domelevo interview ni tintini nyina no ye kan you know abomo one or see none time on so na do pushing it out because say audit Ministry of Finance echo uncover rot na senior minister who born money at the about the Kroll and associate a Japan royal deal. You can Kroll na man for say o can a Japana
yeah two different Kroll and associate here some way be some consultancy be omo ye adwuma bi at a ministry omo je $1 million. They say they did not really do the job.
Yeah, no, so na Japan there na.
Oh, okay.
Japan is still related by three almost.
Okay.
Not just adwuma no yenya you know mo je $1 million
for no job done. They've not really done any job. And I think that one was indicted or something for more. Then I know the Japan too has the Gabi and the way.
Until let's look at breaking his silence for the first time.
This are occupational hazards. You see, as much as I feel it's unfortunate, but it happens. Civil service there. It shouldn't be the case, but till reforms happen, that is how bad the system is. That he's a civil servant, he's been there and he served his work, then he decides to the boss is on board and now on investigating a case. They are auditing company and not the audit for Ghana. That's a man has been put on the case now with me a year. Now this is where the outcomes are. Then he decide to victimize him. Hey, yeah, dear. But sometimes when we say he's been taking 2 steps.
He was given a lecture on the theme. Very Okokasai our lecture dubbed Domelevo Accountability Lectures, organized by French Ebert Stephen on the theme, can a public officer fight corruption without political backing?
No way.
And the answer is no.
Exactly.
Ntia namoka civil servants no say omo abi mu atena ho ache ne ade no onyi ni say politicians no na emwa sometimes because e be ni say Domelevo fight ade ya.
Yes.
Yako pushing the floor because a politician has been indicted.
Exactly. So I in principle I agree with you. I'll not try to find reasoning and common sense to this, that our bane in Ghana is that as much as possible, my boss is a victim. I remember so well as a architect and engineering consultancy firm. Project and cost estimating at the end, then the politician must make a decision whether to let it go through or not. Sometimes I dare over 30 years experience I know or see for 2 hours in lecture no okay on a penny signature and sign a contract now go through. So if you say on then he will just cancel it. So I agree with you that civil servants sometimes are very handicapped because when the politicians walk into the space, they are there to protect their personal interests and political interests. Exactly.
They aid them to do it even more.
Where sometimes I get a bit off is that as we are technocrats, we need to service some pride. When we're I say always you tell me that a Juma why a Juma casual interchange and answer say
but Manu Jones say in as much as I met to say oh yeah professional as I say oh pride on only needs to say sometimes enipa we are easily compromised though because once the Bible cracker say money is the root of all evil and on himself me yeah Juma me ye kalusha na ye me boss on a political figure or how bet me put me in check but no about lower me level class Charlie he's rather even aiding you until once
no but that's why the pride and working comes in, because
knowing also that he's your boss, so if you resist, it can lead to your demotion or sacking.
That's why I agree with you. Because I salvage some pride, that means you walk up the space. When you say, well, yeah, as a interchange, yeah, drainage system, papa. That's a politician influencing young contacted hydrological survey department and the necessary way, and yeah, that's a you as a technocrat, as much as possible, you compromise on what you've learned, and it's a disaster. That's the thing I mentioned. Because if I'm to you, easy. He has 2 wives. He has 5 kids. A boy tech. A boy Legon. Exactly. That's the problem in Ghana, that you lose your job. Because a politician, like a record is saying, assume you say born few man. From the crowd, say now, those are the problems that. Fortunately for him, he's in the position as well as in the dinosaur. So those are kana. Man here, you can ask him so any Domelevo ye ye Jan Walker crowd at the right time. You are born.
I'm sorry, a former auditor, or yeah, my Domelevo position, or say, or yeah, the deputy auditor general in charge of central government audit.
Exactly,
deputy auditor general in charge of central government audit. You see, demoted 2 steps lower,
below his rank.
Because Domelevo, no yes,
he would have done the job. Domelevo put the AG. He would be the boss. He will still need people to work with. To be the case properly.
And the lawyer, and I say lawyer, no so only case in court has been transferred to Cape Coast.
What's a capital? It's an unfortunate situation. Now, politically, both parties are victims to it. That's deeper. The Papa or Ghana. Then you decide to use political influence in there, where people say fix the country, fix the system. Because if you don't protect these people, how will other people then? See, and the substantive and answer action, or also better with your mind that, hey, my boss here and your permanent co. It's immediately say, how will the country develop with some of these attitudes? What can you bet more all the West? You see, sometimes I'm short of words because people that you are even fighting for will get counter arguments to come and tell you that we need our because so be fighting corruption at this magnitude. What you actually say, you have a lot of money is being wasted. Let's say
this is how he recounted. Since the day, and I'm quoting him, since the day the president forced me on leave and finally said I should go on compulsory retirement, I must say that all the people who were associated or identified to have a role to play in the audit of the Ministry of Finance, which resulted in the senior minister's issue, or Kroll and associates, have all had their share. And he went down to explain. He was not forced out of office. He left office by the operation of law. And Nanado ekasa onisi na nekasa no. And Domelevo say nyano kre Nanado no out because now the time on soon say oko.
Where you say that it's like a snake. Once they manage to cut the head, the tail can do next to nothing. So more one seen you now have been victims. Yeah,
ever good conscience and now say can say
they did their job. Yes.
And
so that they did something bad. Who really win because they aided
you made the government look unpopular. Yeah. That's what they say,
and it's painful. Why would people in position do this? Sometimes it's a painful. Ghana said no can wait because we maybe sometimes one cry a baby here, man. We need sometimes divine. But we need divine intervention. Because Edding.
What's the ferry?
No bro for Bapao.
Yeah, say me to for
it was in tech. It's a technical.
Now be our US KNUS with me to bro for
we Professor Luton no back. Matt Kase we Matt for na ben. Mona we learned. Mona we see my.
I was one ko ebrofo. Onzo house mentioned anti-mask.
Mask mentioned anti-papa.
He's a humble.
Be our ko mask. Omo chase say equilibrium.
Or deal with huge volumes of data.
Mass no tech, is quite different from.
And you must
say Jacobian.
Jacobian analysis.
Abstract maths. Epsilon to the power negative lambda.
Data money that didn't use.
Yeah, me be a couple and easy. Maths I want to see.
Cos theta.
Cos theta put the trick put there, but epsilon. You to the power negative lambda.
Mama no son kasa. Me dum the mic. As obey house.
Me campaign man.
Also can be also here.
me pet diamond me pet diamond
asesa wa no was infantini make say that we go
chala wada na kono go yinedi
in a country whereby people cherish their political party more than the country itself, no, they be answering me no way in a beba. What I say, because we be honest or person or no my papa ma or minor,
yeah,
or because politics and political parties, no, or movie say the political parties ahead of the country itself, no. What I say, it will be at the papa be no kwana na connecting say is coming from different political party. The obey papa ama be katase ne pro na akofom no na de bia na connecting say is attacking say or you see ni see it too oga well for say person money to mpo we should be Ghanaian first before our political parties say any sir and obetuma koye na me social media ya bay and na kwama me na me mani show me say na sa 170 million
judgment debt for
I me depa na
58 yeah 58
yeah
for
na me catch man to say
yeah okay them say yeah
me depa because the abandon of projects na omo ye no nka is parliament kwa no omo nye constitution no omo amend no say government bi ye the scattered be 25 million na dey acquire housing project bi was ye be hwe no na say first say aban for abanti ni abandon ifo na ya sa adekufo na o ye na
sa devote another
10% when you say devote scarf for akwa because be 10% room no you kwai buy it is nya Domelevo mu those kind of stuff irrespective of their on say na dey back say na hadwin say wo honor so a professional irrespective of your political background no at times you almost more bias. What I say because no be on man make sure say because say time na NDC go no na ebia no almost see no man MPP buy no say no ye ebia on show some kind of bias but if you are doing for the well-being and good of Ghana there I don't think say we should tag them say they are coming from this political party A or B they are in for Ghana on am chenu because Abu Dhabi now can that was a desert too. And Akufo bi hu nya se bi omu nya sa and o ma ya mo developer say utua scarful plane ekokoswe ho na o man no say we ntwa na de be our politicians no e be wi scan sa na o ma ade akọ Abu Dhabi akọ akokodi a say no man koye they can say dipa no say o ye Ghana ni na o de adwuma hye ne sa na so wonye no German nye men kan chen say o party na party bi Germany here because Ghana should come first before any political parties. And Domelevo say irrespective movies or tagging say NDC news say or EDB no. He said Ghanaian first. I don't know person here. Mom I dey mom kan say mo buy no mo buy no mo jeje mu. Oh yourself mafu you know it better. When I'm saying no. Why we've seen it in Akufo-Addo administration. Akufo-Addo administration say na now here mo ko ye didi hu sa Emma na wa bedu ya fe de mo ye didi hu sa na ekoka afi na mo de ya trauma for some you me those kind of stuff. One we have to change our mindset say Ghana first before our political parties. Say anya decide opode bia say issue de be kuma
Ghana first before political party. With that said, na ye dey asadaka say Madanko African Market and Friday Brabedu dwa nyina 785 Main Street Kankaleba oba ho a obenya ni nyina bi Danko osebra na beje hahama na nnum bi na mmoa udidi no na usan cleaning system ni mu ye dey asada PSA ma KM Raf Roofing usi dan wo Ghana na edru se obo so de a na ye kanfo KM Raf ena dey amount boy juma yi pa besu dan kama bosso amount na ye fe nchense no ye the right quality coating coloring everything ebeye ensuo awia apati ampa na jese so mpada color no so empada eno ene de KM Raf Roofing enso etumi eye sanso ena yede aseda PSA ma Rashida Financial Services say enkanche say we Ghana ni usika sem no wasua onim de wa ben sika sem ntotuye mu insurance now pay life insurance with living benefit open mortgage protection insurance Medicaid plans life insurance retirement college planning nina no ene enu aba Rashida nkasa 781 354 3060 781 354 3060 na any Rashida Financial Services enkasa wo yoba na wutie mi na no pa ya Dr. Kwame Amponsa semi nkanche say atadwe Ghana for ma mu Worcester mwati de ne isanse Vernon Women's Health Services na free yenu abema Dr. Kwame Amponsa gynecologist or say obstetrician oye Ghana ni doctor wanya ne residency bi ono na clinic or say surgeon wa bring pa ma pomodin any more reproductive system there. And Dr. Kwame Amponsa nkasa hwehwe primary doctor me patcho frɛ no St. Vincent say wo mu ninu agro na no said na make last week mo be fa no koye surgery bet said na New Jersey for fa no he maza ye was oyo ti Ghana for mo mani na ho e ma no titiru o say onim yen system no yen cells no ye genetics the way body no e ye adwuma because onu so ye Ghana ni ba nti adan na wo hwehwe ukrom ni na kwa wotumi a kyere oba wo how amane o problem the way the body is feeling in your own local dialect. Ediama Dr. Kwame Amponsa. Friend 508-459-2706. 508-459-2706. Na any Dr. Kwame Amponsa nkasa na onhwe na omwao. Wase ope primary doctor ana will be na person sana. You are more than welcome. Na nyoman si ye nkrata asem nko ye kura oba wase bra obehwe. Owo 10 Winthrop Street off Vernon Street no so Medical Vernon Center hono. Ahono owo suite number 312 uko third floor no 312 eho ena benya Dr. Kwame Amponsa omunyina abo enchidom ena eneso edi dwumadie bro quickly yen share another issue which is very very significant and important NDC mami sha say free Kalusha so this time so mo be demonstration police for so mo ntumi mo ho ban but almost still are the mono be so with or without the better some point say or disagree with Ghana Police Service. Say police for NDC for ban because democracy demonstration ka one of the tools of democracy. Inti ye ma ntimi mo ho ban na say ye kan man focus abuahye. Now no onim say NDC for no kind of say gimmick and the political argument going to mean positive abra on for short to kakranka ho. NDC for nangaza emabunu no NDC for in omuni bibia ye. Inti so mo be demonstration or put you up a challenge to the police say mo buy but na mo hwe say mo be ma idea friend say COVID protocols na organizers na mo kan chom no mo providing mask Ghana mo kan nose mask and for mo bia no mo nye mo demonstration but before that NDC for say a demonstration. The National Democratic Congress NDC through its youth wing has announced that the party's scheduled demonstration and street protest DAPT, a march for justice, will take place as planned. This comes after the police told them that they cannot be provided with security during the demonstration. In a statement from DCOP EA Sechi, Deputy Regional Police Command AR said, Greater Accra, on Thursday, July 1, that the Accra Regional Police Command acknowledged receipt of your letter dated 30th June 2021 on the above subject matter and wish to inform you that restrictions imposed by the executive instrument EI 396 to contain the spread and COVID-19 pandemic has still not been lifted. The command therefore cannot provide you with the needed security during your intended demonstration and street protest. By responding to police in a statement, National Youth Organizer of the NDC, Gov't, said in recent times the Ghana Police Service has slept on its core responsibilities to the general citizenry, and I quote, of our beloved country. In such wanton disregard to its duty, the Ghana Police Service has metamorphosed into an agency of politics being used by the government for its partisan bidding. End of quote. Kalusha, let me start with you. In terms of Mobeko, whether
most different, I mean, any democratic is a country, if some of the citizens say, what is going on there, I'm demonstrate. And now the platform is there. I said, yes, say, protect you, idea how catch a president, no me. But then we're also looking at in a situation whereby we still have COVID to work with. But I did say, more political parties see time prior to the election time, protocols of COVID in
were broken. And most recently, Sir John, na ye na say ano, omo to ni na tuju kuye.
and he said mama kwaye makwa maye na mama the protocols ni na to chair na then a chair say yes political party you say bibi nkoye oh mine money bebe come momo se monye dem mun protect here and there's no going there the police should go there and protect them when I'm mentioning
yeah
but if almost so mo kokoya what I anticipate then this one say they should do a peaceful demonstration. What I say, for me, peaceful demonstration. Mama kose no man ko ebibia. Omunye because you say Ghana please for ni suja for no. Omunye trigger happy judo. Tu no e ba like say omuntu nko hwe soro kwa na no mo de hwe ni.
What can brofo no? Huh? What can brofo no?
Ada maka brofo.
For jote.
Yeah, trigger happy.
I like that.
What I say, because omo hwe
we are KNUST brofo.
Yeah, Matt.
Trigger happy.
If the number is trigger happy, therefore
kill it.
Yeah, kill it. Yes.
Eti aga omo fa hwe soro kwa na omo de hwe ni pam. Enti say omo be comport omo self no omo supporters no maka omo say this is a peaceful demonstration. Yem pese any casualties bia na say ebesi. Na I'm also I'm still in dilemma say omo ka so omo nko no say go for start to omo say normal are they going to send a police for omo mako and it's better say the police for should go there if the normal eba omo come down say we don't want to find any casualty because in the spirit of 1 week krano there is a dry now I open what I say they should not try to do anything about madam if you say it is a constitution who say a president now certain president is not doing something that the populace like her they can demonstrate towards that the police from there
they should go and protect them. Okay Kalu Manu Kalu
Manu yes Kalu Manu I mean the dangerous combination.
Can you Akufo-Addo said they are still going ahead with the planned demonstration and some point I was listening to him Peace FM this morning. This is what he said that he feels the police should go and give them protection, just make sure they follow all the COVID protocols, especially organizers Nimo Bia nose mask and share. I mean so that people don't think so I say a ban we impress will be a bad demonstration because I know the coffin and be brave but when you restrict people too much and don't want to allow them to express themselves, they explode.
Yeah, I think Sampine. I mean, I've met him. I always say that he's a man that I really love to listen to because he's more accommodating. But beyond that, you know, at least people have started now seeing some signs that at the end of the day, our democracy will thrive on demonstrations. I mean, at the end of the day, if it is peaceful,
if people have grievances to express,
yes, they have to do it to the spirit and the latter, but it should be peaceful. They don't get irate. I mean, I don't really subscribe to that.
Yeah, demonstration be Ghana, irate, police for no. I think Ghana police police for no mom rather makes it murky sometimes because they try to use excessive force on the people. Now,
exactly what I was trying to get at. I mean, that sometimes unprofessionally they begin to, but not to say some of the demonstrators also take the laws into their hands because at the end of the day you can't trust people in numbers. So be of very good intention. Be so using agri. Sometimes the person you are fighting can wear your T-shirt. You see, when it comes to demonstrations, we don't have people with names and their numbers in identity. Why careful cry? Need to be free. No, I best say the whole nature of the thing. The police has the right to really be worried about some of this. Don't say executive instruments. Way. Sometimes where TT sometimes wants to beat me. That I understand. That this EI or an LI could have been well done beautiful by NDC, but they used it to their advantage. But you see it is working against you. That's why Sampine I think is also seeing that power does not stay forever.
And the Japan is a me forever. Now more politicians will catch them say
exactly. Power does not stay in your hands forever. See, you are saying this. You want to also have a demonstration, a peaceful one, but the law is that the police must give you that permission. One more permission, and you are a proponent of democracy, so you can't also take the laws into your hands. I don't also ascribe to that. That you decide to also go the other side. That then the brand share. One day also when you take leadership race, will you also want them to do it to you? You see, then we are rather brewing a cup which will generate into a lion, because precedence is everything in this world. The Imam be and the president is seen here and then tell I would take the other side where then say I want to take the other side me then all these things will be brought to the picture. But I think the common ground is that the police must lower their high office now or say anything anti-Biancoso because precedents crumple. That's why I'm saying perception be biano. Sampai is agreeing that perception is. Some people don't care about perception because of their own parochial interests. But you have to care. That's what to me I say John. way Afunu Machuyensi, Ghana did not die. We are not on life support. Any ICU. You can't tell me that this demonstration will be the panacea for Ghana to fall into the abyss. I mean, we need to start finding common sense to reason. Police will which way somehow, some way, no. Even because it will be crano and medical experts in Ukranka. In the midst of COVID, when you did not even have the right answers, yenya weekly briefings, crampono, elections went on.
Okay.
You were able to hold elections here to me here, party politics. The police should get serious. I think we are petting them too much. I am thinking that we are getting to that point. As much as I don't ascribe, coming from ND, sometimes I'm a bit measured because some more problems I mean no money 1,000. But in any other society, not to say they are not Ghanaians too, they have a right to also want to do it. But once there's a coloration, we can also look at the color to make a discussion. Yeah. And anyway, no. But the police, if they want to keep the little respect that they have left now, they should find a way. And also, medical experts in private country and saying, it's the time is not right. The conditions in the country does not call for it. You need military juncture. You need police juncture.
Okay.
I'm so mad at them for some of these things.
So mad at them for some of these things.
Someone get careful. It will get to levels they will not be happy, and we don't pray for that. Me as a proponent, I'm not in Ghana. I have siblings there. It's been they will be, and when some of these things happen, and people fall down and they become the victims. People have died.
Okay, Ejura ni mu prekona yenwi but Catholic Bishop Bako or say it's a pity I mean kind of story no. Yeah, kind in na mo di alenke na ya in because your time niko. Or say it's a pity law enforcers in bed with government. Or say it's a pity law enforcers in bed with government and killing innocent Ghanaians. Catholic Bishop and all Casa say I to say police for any abino aye back said the okano say sometimes they make it seem so and one more ekum among for na yenti some of the things he said quickly na Africa.
Yes, I've seen, and for those that have not actually seen what you want Ghanaians to know, what exactly, if you have to summarize that, what would you say?
What we are saying is that it is a great pity that people who are trained and paid to protect all Ghanaians end up in the name of loyalty to a particular party, the party in government, are shooting and killing innocent Ghanaians. We say this is very distasteful, and it doesn't reflect the values of democracy that we are still trying to build up.
Well, I hope
we think that this Fix Ghana campaign, which was going on, is a rightful opinion of any Ghanaian to say that the party we have voted into government is not doing the best that it could, and especially if it has made so many promises that within this time they were going to solve all the problems of Ghana. I think it's legitimate for people to stand up and say you are not doing that. And this is not a crime for which he should die. So this is what we are saying, that to criticize any legally elected government is the normal practice of democracy. And why should people die for it? So this is what we are saying in our statement. And say it is a pity that we are having a democracy where the people in government cannot be criticized for their failure, their own failure to deliver what they themselves say they will deliver. So this is what we are saying in our statement. And until we gave out the statement, even the Minister of National Security did not come out with any statement concerning the incidences of Ejura, which we find a pity. We find that a great pity. So that is all we are saying, that it is a normal thing for people to demonstrate or even to criticize a ruling government, to say, you yourself say you will fix Ghana within this time, and you are doing nothing about it. This is a legitimate request. So I don't see why somebody should die for questioning what government says it will do within a short
okay.
time.
Okay. Emmanuel said the audio is clear. Yeah, boy. Most Reverend Philip Name, or no now, a president, Catholic Bishop Conference. Until 1 year, to say Sofubi Keke or Ghana. Catholic Funina Conference, no.
Yes.
The highest decision making body of Catholic Church. Yes. Down, most Reverend Philip Name.
Reverend Father.
I think people were questioning, say, Christian Council near the but Catholic Conference, at least Bishop Name, almost statement Babonte.
Yes.
And then need FM most Reverend to throw more light. And our democracy, the essence, and they say, you better criticize your buying.
Yes.
And so be criticize your buying, the entire Metoma Bama say, obey you, Krum Kwamame. But by any now, onye.
Yes.
Into there, the person shouldn't lose their lives.
I agree. I think that in principle I agree with him on all that he said. Just that one part I was a bit way in disagreement, that maybe the security services are in bed with the government. I mean, they should be the case. I mean, no, it's no country that.
What kind? What's the security government
services
in government and killing innocent lives?
Yeah, where the problem is, their professionalism is thrown out of the door. Where I have a problem, because
which is why he's also saying
yes.
That.
The security belongs to the presidency, and but at the end of the day, wherever they go, they have their code of ethics and how they handle situations. But yet, you see, being there for me is not a problem, but for someone to take a knee and shoot at protesters, it doesn't really make a lot of good sense. We are not in a war zone. Say the professionalism is lost because you're police.
So you disagree with him that you feel the police is not in bed with government and now?
And if they are in bed in Poa, I don't think it's a bigger problem. Unless, of course, I can commit that police should not be in bed with the government. Or should, where in bed means what? They condone the excesses of the government.
No, why did people die? Because
they're very unprofessional. They've been there.
So the point is,
they should be professional.
I think he was talking in relation to multiple happenings. Even from President Mahama time.
That's why I said.
Mahama, even Rawlings to Kufo to Mills to Mahama to Nanado.
Because the commander in chief of this is the president. The commander in chief.
At the end of the day, ACP Agbozo.
Yes.
We are in the pocket of the politicians.
Yes.
Yeah. In terms of sad,
remote control.
Yeah, but we are in the pocket of the politician because the component, he did talk about the component of the police, Ghana Police Council, Vice President Air Boss, Attorney General, IGP, when appointing away, okay, canning 90. What the Catholic Bishop Conference is trying to say, and he said, say police, mostly appointed by a binding, Basra. No, I think you did even make that point last time. Say, NDC, what did you do with the police in Tina Momo accuse you? Say, when so buy and I said that's what they all do.
I agree. In time, I say in principle, there. Like I say, Krum as the commander in chief of the armed forces is the president. Even in America, I say near there. But the point is that when they get to those areas now, I expect a lot of decorum and professionalism. Where they throw it to the out of the window, I have a problem with it.
Intina, when you made a good point, where Intina wants the police for no Macho Kaaka warning.
Yes.
Now make us a Krumha. You can't go to police station and tell police needs open national criticize it a bind. Now actually tell myself I command a warning.
Yes.
No, freedom of speech.
Exactly, and they should have.
It's my right.
For the third now, so I'm showing it. Michelle letter. No, there's no name there in charge of way. No more about the and I say state you. You see, for a letter to have credence,
until big police for no
are in bed with the government.
Yeah, because some police penny no, the IGP can say, hey, come home. Maybe need Domelevo there or can say. Omo support no ye demoted no to lower a lawyer near Ejura Kroll and associate. He had no Cape Coast. So, and the police is appointed. The police council is made up of IGP,
exactly,
and they appoint and disappoint.
Yeah.
So what I say.
I agree to all that. But I make sure say professionalism the problem. Being in bed, ne the because professionalism. So Biaba say wake up. It's been government unpopular. Now I throw letter. Now I sign and one. No. It's been very highly unprofessional. At the end of the day, if somebody insults president, the police has the right to even arrest. I don't think that to be a bad so that means is who could tell me say you are insulting the president.
Attempt the cry civil.
Yeah,
and I mentioned be the do at court.
We can enter those realms, but the point is that the police are there for discipline. My problem now with them the unprofessional conduct. Now I'm discipline when they get to places I'm and none a problem no say bia obi cry odi minister bi echi abeko no yi na tie no owo fufu ni ade those all those things now some of us are saying that professionally it is not there. Okay. You are supposed to go and guard the person that one there constitutional right, but when you get there what are your do's and don'ts? Kroma saying they have some of these things but here they now say you become a poodle to them. I say that is what I have a bigger problem with.
Okay, Mama link we nyina to na we are yemfa course no Kalusha suka akra yemfa course Mama Tiwaa and so ekasa say police investigation so far Macho Kaaka won me ntie no kakra bi.
Face the country movement met with the IGP and some management members, and I think the meeting lasted close to 2 hours, and that they came to first to find out why Kaaka's murder, we haven't investigated it, and then some other murders, including the murder of Ahmed Swale. So IGP took time to explain the procedures of investigation, and then the fact that we haven't come out with certain information, the process, where we are in terms of our investigation doesn't mean we haven't done anything. And that, in terms of Ahmed Swale, we've gone very far and getting information about the death and whoever is involved. He also explained that whenever they want to have a demonstration, the 5 days doesn't mean they should give exactly 5 days and then the end of the 5 days they want the information, the demonstration to continue. It is likely that the police may have some information that might not be suitable for the day that they have chosen. So they need to work together with the police to come out with appropriate date that will fix that will enable the police to provide security for both the demonstrators and then the sitting room. And he also mentioned that whenever they have to come to the police and they have to agree with the rules, the police might have certain information that they may not be privy to. So they need to sit down and work together with them. They complain about so many things that IG also took time to explain to them. In terms of the Ejura Kaaka's murder, IGP told them that they gave impression that nothing was not being done and that the person was attacked by people who were angry because he is an outspoken person or that. But investigation has revealed that it is actually not the case, and that because the case is still under investigation, he doesn't want to compromise the investigation by disclosing whatever that we've done at this stage, and that at the appropriate time, whatever investigation would have come out with will be made available to the general public. Then we took time to explain certain processes and procedures that we have. And he also promised that his telephone number is available. Some of our telephone numbers are also available. The Chief Staff Officer's telephone number is available. And that when they go to Accra region and they encounter any difficulty, his doors are always open and they could come to him for some clarifications, because at the end of the day, what we want is that the demonstrators and everybody involved and those who are even bystanders will be protected. And he also emphasized that the police is not against any demonstrator, not at all, and that the police hasn't taken sides, and that the side that we have taken is side that everybody will be protected. So sometimes when they come and we are not able to give them what they want, it is because that they may not be suitable. And he gave an example of sometimes something will happen and you have to move people from other places to go. So it's a matter of planning and knowing the number of policemen who will be available to police the demonstrators. So they should work together with the police clarify any issue that they don't understand, and at the end of the day, the demonstration will go on and nobody will be affected negatively. So these were the issues that we discussed.
COP Tiwaa Addo Danquah,
aka Tardy Girls, have been found. So everybody should rest.
Oh God.
AKA the girls are safe and sound, so everybody can sleep. That's all I'll say about this story.
That's
it. So you don't understand what I've said?
No, I don't.
You don't. The same woman who told us the girls have been found is telling us today that Kaaka's case is this way. It's not what you are thinking, but they are holding on to investigation.
Yeah.
And you want me to believe her? You want me, Manucho, as I sit here, to believe this same woman? It was a mistake for them to even let this woman say this thing in the first place, as far as I'm concerned. But that's why I said I'll leave it there. Why do
you leave it there? No, you don't have to get emotional about story.
I'm not very emotional.
Let me say what you say. Yeah, sure, issue. I say I have to leave it there.
No, but say I don't believe her because she has that penchant that Obeka same chair and say, I think Obi Atimas open. I want to ask.
Obi Atimas. Don't think for people.
Why? But you think for people. Who be doing someone to ask?
Obi Atimas.
But no be doing someone to ask. You see, the point is that COP Tiwaa. She's now the Director General Warfare of the Ghana Police. Kudos to her. She's risen in leaps and bounds. She's now a DG. It's not an easy position. That's what we to me. But my point is, she's speaking on this issue. No? You see, credibility is everything.
Yeah.
As some way see, there are pockets of people saying that but precedents, antecedents leading to this one show that some people have problems with some people in the society for making the government unpopular. It is possible it is possible they are twisting the story just because they want the right perpetrators not to be seen. So my point is that I don't trust what this woman is saying because it is very scanty. The order she's telling me is that Manucho nyawo join a year no, but in a year no so see I can't show. I don't think that it helps in the discussion, especially when she has once said it before, because they can say okay, according to me Jinidi send some more card. He doesn't just talk, he walks the talk near there. But COP Tiwaa once told us a beautiful story that turned out to be a fallacy, a lie, a blatant lie.
It had a direct connotation at you, right? Like to say, because if Chirkrom they see,
I agree because
see now. Osi yehun chikrom for no ntimunye din na makoma atom yem, and then next time you tell me say na mpese abusuafo no bo etom yem na me mom panic here.
When you are not a priest, if he was a priest or a motivational speaker, I would have taken it. But a CID boss now being promoted after making that huge blatant. You see, there's a thin line between an untruth and a lie. A lie is when you say and that is what she did. Any civilized world country, this woman wouldn't even have the guts to speak again. As far as I'm concerned, that's why I said I'm being measured so that I will not be seen as Manucho. You have been hard on her. But the truth is that for Kaaka family to also hear that but investigation. So why didn't you say investigation is ongoing? Until everybody should keep calm. But to throw a very strong punch that the direction we are going, you are even arming some people. So as far as I'm concerned, it's a case of no case. That we don't need to even give a lot of attention to this. With all apology, she holds a very big position, and she speaks for people to bow, but she mustn't go that direction again, especially when it's a case of a criminal investigative issue. When it comes to criminal investigation, we need people who to give us some level of way. My only joy about when I say I form a 3-member committee to really look into the case. There's a security expert on it. There's a justice, and there's state attorney back also. I am hoping that they will let them do their job, and we will not do the usual rhetorics. White paper near there. We need to start at a point in time. It starts from putting an inquiry that why the shooting, who ordered, who did this near there. We should let some heads roll at least for once. I'm begging. I'm imploring the presidency. Mama, white paper. Yeah, too much.
Unity Radio 1039. Kalusha Fakakrebika Honamifana no jam ne others are more online so but Wisdom Mensa say Manucho Magandi, please. It is not captured anywhere. in our 1990 constitution that the police must give citizens permission to demonstrate. It says the demonstrators should notify the police days before the set time, and days before the 5 days for the demonstration. Permit and notice don't have the same meaning.
Oh, you see, the point is, Namakada, the constitution says that Ghanaians have the right to demonstrate.
I say notify the police. No,
for time.
Yeah.
Oka say the police must give you permission. We all know the constitution is clear.
The police you must notify your permission.
No, but who notify? They have to give you permission. They have to give.
No. Why is NDC saying they'll go ahead with the demonstration?
Yes, someone defy. They are telling that.
No, the police letter never stopped them. The police letter said, sir, because of this, that I have copy here, we can't protect
exactly. Protection. Said the police must have adequate security, so they also have a right to give you that.
You give them the notice to come and protect you, but not to stop you. The only person that can stop demonstrator is a court. That is why in this case,
the injunction. Injunction. Police,
but they don't have to give you permission.
I saw more protection. So if they feel they don't have adequate protection for you, and they can go and seek an injunction on you.
Then but
that is the power they were given. But before, the constitution did not give that power. And once you notify them, they have to do everything in their power to protect you. That's why Kumipreku went on.
No, the air cannon is the same thing you are saying. The thing is, constitution is say. Enipa bia o Ghana o ye Ghana ni bia o ho kwan so ye ye kire na emombo police for amane no mo ho ban NDC secretary mo de ba say police for say ya nsa kamoleta no na emom da na mpesa mo ye demonstration no apomodin sam ne ade nti ye ntimi mamo ahobambo because the police don't have the right to say because we cannot give you protection, you can't go on demonstration. All they can say is we cannot protect you. Until then, if the police feel say a national security issue and national health issue, then they can go to court and say as soon as senior benti some person by demonstration and no mo ho kwan by you need that I bet me abo mo ban da say nti mo si o mo kwan man that say yenya kwan na mo mai what I
said that win was given was a
no, I know that.
So you're on the same page. That just in the past it was not there, but Sisiano Omwenya Sabeden. I'll come and give you that way.
But wisdom at the end is the police don't have to give the protesters permission.
Oh, maybe I misled by saying that. But what I'm saying, but the police. No, the point is that the police must agree with you. If they don't agree, you can't do it. And what they will do is that they will seek an injunction.
Yeah.
Almost seeking anyway.
They will seek and but
number some chance said the law has
person chance as a police for benya ahodi
power B
protest
power B first no dey na
yenya fa course no
also for Reverend Father some can
Bishop
say the police are embedded with it's 100% right.
Okay.
Because a situation whereby our IGP sitting president, CID boss on the appointing the same thing.
Reverend
Bishop Manicho Tiwaa say so be one mistake be now say one can year that subsequently no or be said you are school now why mistake one can maybe I don't think say this time around no they're just going to sit down say yeah they are some man so can't just like that be me sure say maybe for me there right now I'm just going to give her benefit of the doubt. Then small first one now he was stuck ready for manual one a young woman but this time he saw a kaka asemia and some about you go come out a small candidate says
investigation he didn't die because of activism.
And I almost said some more questions before more answer questions.
You want to believe her? I feel that I don't believe her.
So I mistake first one said I don't say when it is right now
people can reform. That's why
people can reform and change their mind.
So she's reformed now.
No. What I'm saying is
she's moved on from that mistake.
Most definitely because one more information right now. Be sure say say man kwako ye obey due diligence say kwako say and some more can true and you will never go and sit up say kwako can't see me because the first one buy no backlash we from
okay Yamfa calls
wasn't easy and I'm
people called for her head for her to be fired
she was promoted. She was promoted.
And if it was promoted,
Mami check Kroll and Japan me had why if they are related in some way. Me pick calls but person here research man because kwesi Kroll no near Japan unrelated. Nti check me near here. Na into me clear be come the public. Okay 50830493994 50830493994 and a 50830493994 outside Ghana +1 now they are sharing outside Ghana outside US +1 now they are sharing yensha calls na sinfi nana ojambo ama asoye nana ojam wia na daddy boat ko na ba for Israel ato aso nana ojam bo ama Pemside TV atizai Erade ni yedini na biam babrin salon na Anochi cold store ni Anochi trading adaruma na omaso yasinti shekos na asman me bacha wan kasa ho me you free so wan kasa ho
no fit mo di din komo
any free ho na free no ho why
ma free ho me so wa bema ne me tagi Anochi trading Anochi cold store na American farmer man for so mo mo de na mo ko na ko pe na papa mo ko bon kwampiam emo fruso na obo adeba kwa America si Ghana pa omo America se omo wasu pa ko emu bia yewu asu na beka bibia no beka die o kana se omo wasu pa se litimi ammo 100% omo yesi ta yo omo yimu fo eni se bia ni frafo omo ohunu akoka na ye ohunu ye kokai pa die o kana wasu no wasu ore na o koka ni o kamre tiano o ga no transport dia ma what I say, it said really our bubble messing you more for me that boot to me is baffle aside them say you don't know you can't you're going to be na young papa young
Nana Ojambo Amayensia da say Unity Radio 1039 offer announce what they are bad the next person to speak CCI Daddy Boot so why ready but you do so my inti also worker Erade adum yawo pa
yo mentia mo la mentia MPP ma o nyina na mentia Ghana for etiu international me nkase enna already soldiers for ya me ni team ni nine win ko ela mi se obi na afun o mo se omu aban na ni ma fiu so omu ye de o wintini
why na why asuma ni se ongu aban ni ma se
soldiers no because who fu ayira activity si do ngbubu nkrofo babi o fu ni kwa ira ya ni bi say babi o mu jira ya o mu fu nkrofo no wana fu ni ira ya na international wana ira ya na ati say who go see
na ofu sa se pragio se di ayini bi mama kambu even kambu
yes everything the demonstration balance the mitutu obi o wa lo lumuri wa ese soldiers we no mu lumuri a no bi atramo na o manom anya ta kwa o mo olidi o mo no onu kran ko sabi onimu nyansa sabi se uru ya beka se ni fu aira na won se na o fu grofo sa na ya de o ko to e na o ari kambu na o fu ye no kike kambu no ojú ni mo bí mo kura àwọn tí a ṣe ń tí na mi kase NDC fo bí mo na ṣiṣẹ́ ni mo bí mo mo ye sadia nka wa ba nti so pa na de ko ye ni afra ye fi se ni ma no kan kan go ye sa ni ma wi wa ta se nti be da la se de fo no mpa to mo ko ye na de sa de ni ba ye no mo hwehwe mo ba bi amra ni wo no o mo international NDC fo wa tre papa demonstration mo fe to mo ye no omo na bi ka sa e
police for no more. Among guys, I'm not going to demonstration. I was 1 day, 2 days now come. Like I had a demonstration, I'm going to see me for anything. I'm going to be the answer, and I know must see what I have to cry out the police. It's a matter police say. Among guys, no more demonstration, so much peaceful. The rest of the piano, you are minding Yavekana and some of the Baba and so you shake. I wouldn't hear Simbia, can never say cotton, some Mukoya, you go Guiano. I tell Mupa, crank. Yeah, that's it. Let me strap. You didn't say about Akufo-Addo, there could be or the name of the Tina, Committee now happiness or no. I'm very happy, good results. Thank you.
Bafo is a sorry, mean to Bafo Pumti saying.
No, my main channel, I'm going more about the Ejura more yet Magana. Of let's say the free NDC for the demonstration issue. Yeah. American can be say, Canadian fee, Echo can't say, if I can now more NDC. On the records, Samana, Alexander B, Ekaka Upi second. Yeah. He said the same thing. Say, press conference now, NDC for the year, first press conference. Omoka say, if I can NDC because of say, a year. That has taxes the country no to see our Mukuno. But police for the other two say, and yet has taxes the country to your Muku Papano. If you are better, they said in American, I think tonight they say to be a young yes, I think we may use no credit. I said because of political points, I just continue. I think they see any of the kind of said yes and now. No kind of meaning, Anna, and my credibility, no. It's always on the line. I mean, you never be doing our other kind, you know, one on the and this is one of them. I think going forward as a young politician, one you care for maybe or a fine lawyer. Who need a person, but I like him the way he's articulated, the way I vibrant, and I like him, but not on issues. So be being thrown and I can't now. I hope I had boy political discussion. Okay, Mama. About for my from breaking news, you say, say, Switzerland, any Spain game, no. Switzerland at Tiomo Kanti, Spain 1, Switzerland 1, Shakiri, Atticus is here to us. You can go further to see a set of motor transport. I don't know Spain. We have a Spanish fan, Anna. Okay, that was where you have to because of the tempted room, you know, I'm captain, you know, may support to sing heavy. 1-1. Yeah, some more. But finally, the American DAV says that demonstration now here can want me. May advise say no good Ghana. I can NDC for my or major some because of demonstration. May I let my vote count? Your demonstration be my justice be many a boy. Dr. Manapo Amaba catches a team to Montus no article in any. Eventually, Papano and check number boy about that for Pinsu. There have been so many demonstrations not being so far from Yemabia. Okay, a harmless demonstration now, but at the end of the day, since you already a soldier for a year, now had the police for a war, Ejura, now had the soldier for a war, nothing. Police for Akasha say they cannot guarantee your safety in Tinanko. Now, not a security apparatus equal not a Mukoye on forward. I mean, can't say it is good news. But to be seen, you know. Now, how you how I know Akufo-Addo, where you can see it. Because of politics, you know, now we don't who is here, the NDC flag or the sense of what I can't near for many nights in a day. You must be 1 billion crown, and it's our own. Where you want demonstration, no. You want to have especially with this time COVID, no police for such said they will not guarantee the safety. Many young man they should allow them to go because they are more right or somewhere. But after all, Omoya Nyadi be the he said they're not be a canoe. But if the police is saying it's going to guarantee safety, I made the amount between the moment say they should stop it until further notice. Yes, Nyadi the board of the yes, yeah, that's CP Bar for Israel. Sorry. Olumaya to us, Mammy Apumti saying. Opo me hoyo na so. Erade adom mesu me hoye pa wi ana kwajupokuko. Opo wi asensi breaking news. A police for na NDC youth no akwa akoshia ama
mama kwan omunyi tumi already they can say initial the ba say nya de ombe etnya provide security amaye but enyumre ya be 20 minutes ago bibia ba we ya nya confirmation from we call some George Krawe on Facebook or posting I am for now almost munyina post here a police for yes o ma bi kwan dem o my imagine some be protect here na a demonstration and a demonstration so I na me about for car especially in someone ba for car and the operator were vindicated because workers some agent few workers them for the NDC former na bi aba be confirm tin na bi aba confirm na 300 wa litro na bi MPP ni NDC ni andra me kai nipa na odi ka wu na asem ne e kan akwa na owu ye na ye Kaaka sa wanwa no e wo MPP ni
Macho Kaaka
ya na ntrese nipa tu no mu wu ye no a mo ka ne MPP for no nipa tu no mo ka ne nye sa ono mo nya adwuma na Kaaka na ye ni bi audio se ba ye nyina ne ade ba ya enam so Kaaka ko wu ye no obi ani bebi a e free ba ene na se me nya mfindura okọ ono wono ne e friend say friends ya free anka mo na koye wo kasa no so nipa no ba ko ni mionu bi ya NDC for ba nye enu titiru no mo ba o mo nyina ye Ghana for edi so bi kasa ba ko mionu bi ya NDC for that doesn't mean say wa confirm say Kaaka no wu ye na NDC ni asembo wa ye ka 77 aya ye ntia sie ye ma nya ya say obi aka asem ani atwese asem no wo se nipa 1 or 2 bi ya NDC for na so nye no ntini ye ba because o mo nyina ye Ghana for eno nchese Kaaka ni NDC ni opo one bro can o confirm say if is a friend Sampa confirm Sampa Asante regional secretary e go no confirm anka die biom opo we the commission ni Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam tam no papa bi opo bebi onambia no na yankopɔ bɔ no soronko opo bebi papa ni nambia na ono nko an awia bɔ sɛ kwa no ono kɔ esum da ne so bebi a papa ne nambia na esum da ne so saa bebi o nambia abante bi hu sɛ papa ko no saa na papa ya de na on de ono nko ana awia bɔ nyina ono nko ana esum da ne so no ɔyɛ na sɛ obɛkɔ akɔhyɛ papa ne nkyɛn na ono so anya sum ne bi eto o hyɛ papa ne nkyɛn a ɔmo kɔkɔduru bebi a nkwanta bi no bebi a papa ne fa no onim sɛ wɔna abrante ne bɛfa but papa ne hyɛ da fa baby left sɛ de bɛyɛ abrante ne bɛhu sɛ ɔno nkwa na nyame ahyira no wonim de nyame yɛyɛ papa ne fa left na ne yankopɔn yi sunsum no esum no efiri ne so adentira ahomaso ketewa bi ɛba papa ne mu no ɛna ma yankopɔn tumi a ɔde maa no no yankopɔn sa yi firi ne so nti wɔfɔ beka akosi sɛ yankopɔn bɛma o power no Ghana for betimi di ama ba ahomaso ne nneɛma bi a ɔbɛyɛ no power no wotumi sɛ kura so na wotumi mfa nya fi bio because opo Ghana ha ye wono ebedum na bi na obeyam say de ombetimi akoso aye de omo ye na opo de si so course wa ya wa so well on no na aye commission the report why people ne by na Addo Danquah Akufo-Addo e punish omo commission ko command say ye punish omo na opo kan dura o opo sa vigilantes for omo started so mo pam national security for el bro mo ni ade na ye do mo ko quarter ye grant omo bela ye sa ya ncho man tumu no opo ye mamra na omo dia nkendura o opo ye ko tetima na service soldier for ko dia nyamra sembu ekum nipa be de ho no opo na sa soldier for no nipa wo leading soldier for no me ye sa de no ye punish omo opo nkendura o parliament 6 January soldier for the first time in the history of Ghana. Now soldier for in your parliament. That very day, let me ku emani. That very day, no mu power no mu speaker of parliament. If you ko nyoso a first leader no kwatena ko nyoso no ka say what ye kula opo enu ano no na Akufo-Addo to me biom. If Ghana yamra ne nkyerɛ military bɛsi ma power parliament. Movement na military bɛ power parliament. Na ye ku na o ma ye a mo ba bɛ announce. Eti wenyina koso opomo mu die ni mu yes na ma wenyina amba so anti na punishment opo de mesna ba bi
okay thank you very much kwaje bogu mahala abom je say to asuma
opo oba de ada roma ifofo nyina ti mefa unity radio so na mefa enta so nko entry otiko me famel na opo ya manya ne tiasa ye nia same from West Legon na wo de do na ka opo Nankopɔ ye nyina ye wo sene sidi we come there Nankopɔ nanka da ensa ne yare Now also Meka on I think come on Unity Radio, and Sempa, and say Unity Radio. Obo now I am an issue, no I am about assemblyman and so I'm a you see, I mean, I come out and no person police one adjust me down to the umbrella. Only by I'm on my side, the most certainly the whole. And the many years, many bad years, and I get here, so I get to the mammy cut out. Upon your coming, mammy, Cuddy, I'm a more. It is a by now, it is only a business and now. Upon Argentina, own or visual demonstration, our police was the Omen Theatre. And you have a better and the Tamana and this for exceptional Omia. Domination Ghana, so NPP, I had demonstration done upon where I was. But I come in interview, and it's a good evidence of the new course not and now. You but I mean, what is the NPP, the NPP, and never know. The good evidence never be M4. Done upon Namomi ancestry, Nayanka. Now, I am a guy of my just nothing can pass. So now I'm going to can this for the Momuka demonstration in the boat. Now, Daniel, Mr. President, try and this for that. And to come and say Ghana because I would let the corner almost thank me. Over Ghana, I'm to try to hear demonstration. And I thought they let the police safety. Now, police were born. It is a police war I'm called Bible. And I'm going to demonstration and to conceal upon government blame the man. Then I'm going to police for nothing. So I'm going to my next million NDC also. The day your opponent put as a north match, any soldier is no one will go on one in the boss was going to come in there. So do I hear many fun of those upon a day, you many fun also. I'm not the NDC one can want them. The parents I do at Yellow Corner, a chef, and I go with you. Of all the Unity Radio, yes, I saw another for the Unity Radio, no, and now I'm done for Akufo-Addo. And so it's Unity Radio here. But when I know I'm the band in the country, and now I'm done for Akufo-Addo. I saw that for it, and now the done for Akufo-Addo, I'm just in and come some of the Anian come here, people. I do my dinner, Midima, I was this woman tomorrow. Upon Kameka. And that was why I know upon the bottom of town, and now the done for Akufo-Addo. I'm a conscious, I saw that for them to two to when you have more parliament, no one to two of my the car. I'm going to West Seven and now the done for Akufo-Addo. Unity Radio, and the end some upper Unity Radio, and now I'm done for Akufo-Addo. And to the other realm, I'm not going to and I'm opposed a cafe. Okay.
Yamin Council, but our number 94 no to us, mammy. Mamia Bana. Mamia Bampacho Pum to say. Radiadum, Yansu, my emfa news we inform quick my tea for Switzerland, Yamomo red card, Abrante Frola has been sent off into airborne 10 against 11, but the score is still 1-1. To Azuma Miaba.
Unity Radio Imam studio Kalisha Manicho. I'm the surgeon send me across so high. If I suppose video, there's a video on Facebook. You need to share them. Please, surgeon phobic or so phobic. You understand them? I'll say the friend of Tiwaa is between Bema camp and Teshin Courtside. Almost so that for the military force for president, and I think they have sold it to some people. And I'm for the Ejura. Now, who should the year or move workers move on site to win? Maybe some of them say that for this is what we are trained to do. It was after this time the Omonia time high no more yet, and then maybe I answer factor. And to say yes, so my time there, and then regional minister and big time. Regional minister Hianko for Omama Clinia, and your move for your money. Because after they are causing unrest in the nation. Because first, Kawu said that we need to follow the data, but you see, I say we need to follow the shoe. Ghana, maybe other Fabia, you see them. It's slowly that fear that we had in them, as a Omo Yaman as what if you best higher a ranking for it, Omoma Junior, a for a form to take now that they are causing so much mayhem in society. As for demonstration now, most of them. As well, a police for I think Linia back on Casa says police for some more demonstration and
I they say also police for some more security in Tombe Timiako.
Aye. The best place and peaceful and yet you and also the country will be they should put their grievances across among a matter more workers among Casa de Baya. The problem is that I am with my ancestors. Betty, who was India. It told me the money.
Bawumia bana my update kakra mo demonstration now because is saying mo strike no.
You go to the labor commission for free and paying for me. They were supposed to meet today. Among my updates, they are on it. Yes, and when they give updates on what happened between the minister. I think we're supposed to meet with the minister and labor committee for
yeah, that's it. Thank you very much. Mamiaba and Kuma all the way from Ghana, Pantai Government Hospital. But Mama Minfa Adi Wimfam Kakrama eti for said ye breaking news no mamo said Nanado Danquah Akufo-Addo Ejura MC no Eddie. But we couldn't bring you the details now. The story reads Municipal Chief Executive of Ejura Secretary Dumasi Salisu Bamba has been relieved of his post. According to the report, inside sources have confirmed that Salisu Bamba has been asked to immediately leave his office and hand over to Ashanti Regional Minister pending appointment of a new MC. The report further notes that his sacking is part of attempted measures to de-escalate tensions following the killing of protesters by security forces on Tuesday, June 29. Following the protest and killing of some youth at Ejura, Secretary Dumasi in the Ashanti region, MC Bamba has reportedly fled the town with his whereabouts still unknown. The two people were shot dead by armed military personnel deployed to contain protests in the area following the death of a social media activist and Fix the Country campaigner Mohammed Ibrahim Kaaka. The youth of the area were enraged after Mohammed Kaaka was attacked by a mob and died of the ensuing wounds. His death sparked anger. Said in short, no, Nanado Danquah Akufo-Addo exclusive reporter by say MC, Woyinedi, say on Fana Jumanto. Now, no more crano, yes, we Johnny, say, Omu, ne whereabout, Babia or Shano, Omunim Babia or She. Now, reason for ne dismissal, the report indicates, say, because Nanado pese asumdwe eba area obakaya emabunu no bebre fili se papa no presence eka ho bi enema abrantia friend se Macho Kaaka ene onte ase obakaya se nran so sampine ekotena Peace FM ekan se DC ana MC na one Macho Kaaka ntem engo nti as a result of resolving the tension now in the area, His Excellency the President of the Republic of Ghana, Nanado Danquah Akufo-Addo, exclusive reporter Unity and Sakache say Papai was say Onfa no Ejuma entuho na Onfa Ninkrata semina enkonkoma Ashanti Regional Minister pending say obe appointee obi foforo say onomra eme Municipal Chief Executive Officer Enfa Emma Ejura Secretary Dumasi. Tianuni news eho ti Ejura Secretary Dumasi MC yesi onfa Nanado so onfa na Jumanto na Nanado eyinedi eno any then breaking news I wode mamo ansa na yebe sorry so no kra no na moma yemfa nkaibo ba ku mienu nso mfam emfa mamo nyame eyadom said the American can July 22nd Apostle General Reverend Sam Kranchankra eba Massachusetts enti monsiesie mo ho sofo odano no ana oye host pastor sofo James Sapon Kumankuma ono ana oye host pastor enti nyame adoma 22nd to 25th July July mu ni ray and then 22nd to 25th and Sofo Reverend Sam Kranchankra Eba ti Mumian Shannon so na nyina ntumi nko na enye fe na no dan chance so a yanka ne Shannon so se nyame eya adoma memenda this weekend yenu abema TT Glover so ejumedie no eba so den nti Worcester for Shannon so na nyina ntumi enko boa na yenko yenanye fe eti oma nyina yen Shannon so ma men pick calls back me bi na yen sorry so na iwia e baba ade de aka no mba cho wa number 41 na ye hwan ya
obo
yeah mba jo na the number ejamra
obo
ejamra na tizan
erado na zo
erado do me ho ye pa ejamra ma enti o
da go ja ke fo nyina so ho da wa so mo cha fa so
yanzu ya cho yeah
amba opo won tente na jo bi sum rebi opo won tente kuna ko da na mo kai nyame nkure ni
yeah
ta fo hon ti ko adele de nyame nkure entai kura da biya bo ma va bi nyame nkure ni fo na fo ayira bi ya fo a
soja fo no sense o ma famra na shom sem de mpe no mo ye o
ko na da do mo ye de nyame nkure ni die wanya de kura omanya de na o fane se street de ma so ya kono Ghana ya ma so ya kono go na gama police kono da na e wo no o de ma so ya kono ko e ko tire ga police kono mra Ghana o bo Ghana pa de da bi ye so police ba ko kura ti police ye suro ko police ko ba ta ni go ye suro muta Ghana ti ye de de kono ma huwa yen ye chini yera etama ye ti do le ba wo ye fe ni awon ye bia no so ka ka mo ko pa dabi so de so re babu dia eye kasumba dia ti mo police no ma di de ba ko enko o ma di de ba da ti so ba mu ko dia no so mu di police ndi o mu nya and this boy you know so go da o se di government ase o government ase obi na ko wa pa ko na ayi fo no mo ko ba ko so mo ko nya tam na we re ndi ti wa de ono abu ono ami abre wo politics wo na ko pa tam ni so so bi mo mai ni na we na ni e kwa ya anti pinye ndi we nya ndi ti atam o ya se we ye be ko de mo so wa ti wa wa ko mo ta ko de mo so ji wo no how ani ama ne na be to to ye tem ala di o ndi ti atam lo ko de mo so ji ono abu ono ye se pa se ye e ti ko je mpa ni ko no bu a ti ko ni no wa ni ko de ni do ko ndu be se ya ko mo sha ye pa
Yala say Jamra, thank you very much. Jamra mraba kupe. Okay, Raman to asmame.
Opo National Champion Commander of Airways, Commander 1. The great commander. Somewhere the Opo.
Eradi adu meho pa.
Kantre ninia no se mi cheomo na kupon ka mo. Na duma ti amubo. Na ma che yitiro da tiefo nyina na de double sound so na amachire koso so e chi bia to bia fa na nchiro sense ho na ku diga usika ka kradi kwa bituma nya osono odie to bia fa na nchiro opo ha me se de Ghana no de ife nyame ebam enne ya srafo na ye bu omu ya respect omu pa na yenyanka besi na no yenyanka nje ana ndura waso de ne pie so ba eya sefem ba soja penyini no mebo na baso dan se wi ase so bi kuma na obepa chowa ko ya papa no fa so pa cho no maniaji manisu asopa anya jipi de na o se Cram the hell kwana cram as any 1 year be by one who for so and crown and collar na ye and all the gantua apart from Ghana when you say omupana or pagana for natural sense domu no and trade and omuna sante eko wa ekopapa wa kwacho apandi fi natural trade opinion e opinion de taufuma now the fact chowa
intimidate soldier from the main fire now for that lecturer NDC say be no obi anyo obetuma see ho kwai ye be no da ya ne kina aya na de kia ka so po ya sit police force say COVID e wo ho nti omo pin mo obi a ye de omo tini go boy ho bai won nya atum won wa zuku police for no won omo nya atum mupu ya nya kete be ye se na be ye na lu ya na se do aye a ya se COVID na ku se do wo de da nipa mu obi a COVID akunu ya de da nipa mu nipa 10,000 ko shia ho man prina na bank Akufo-Addo kwa wa bumra una oshisha ona shisha na mda wa bumra wa piwa no smart kura bin shano Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia tunawo antuma kuru na buti 100 yards ana odi tuwo o che no smart on so lamne bu ba da kase ye kire COVID on tima ye kire COVID no na ye registration COVID no na ye ko election COVID no na ye campaign omu no ma no ni na wu seri na aka omu ne mupa ma mumma ye kwa ya mo ho ya nya kese de ye be ye kire na ma wiasi na wu se Ghana nye se Ghana de ko so no e se Ghana nyampa bo nti ye kire ni de omu po IGP o pa ko so mbra fo o pa ye tintini endurue ye be demonstration no.
Yada CP Rahman, thank you very much. Oluma, finish your point in the yampong. Emfa call baby after you. Okay, Oluma line now drop point. He said they are not making a bushon for Yeni Abema aye TT Glover ni program ne baso this weekend. Eti mama yina as usual Worcester. Let's show some love. Na yen konku jano na enye fe na said the Namanugu so America no the tie ni say nyame eya adoma 4th July ye mame the late Mrs. Gifty Bruce Okain aka Sister Wa odimfia dusia nwotwe ne ba ne nua be matiti Glover ena Joanna Glover so daughter in law na asew reception no because so Indian Center 152 Main Street is it the Indian Center program we are Jerry Glover program no so on the 4th our Indian Center on the 4th timoma yensha no so ni nyina yentumi konkochiro don chire nua be ma TT Glover nyame yadma this weekend 4th July da be say na Sunday right say 4th July Sunday yeah. Sunday ti Sunday ni yeko TT program no na on the 10th and so I think there's also another program on the 10th and only a 1 week Saturday 10th July yenu abema kwesi anafi alias kwakusu odimfia dusa mienu a ye papa arehosam ne se we film yene na wo Worcester ha mti ono nso so na otweda no Saturday ebe na otwe eno no 10th July nti eno so ede no timoma yensha no so but this weekend TT Glover emame anniversary na yi na yeko no said I'm kind Indian Center Africa Bar Multimedia will be there nti mo mention so say entoma no say open to mani bia ayoba tampa cloth yeah need to mani bi manu Kalusha say was open to mefra but OPB am say fly and Babontin has that on there nti anyway ma TT Glover we are Thanksgiving and Memorial Service of our late mom nti no and so no okay nti after 10th near call 18th and Opo National Mrs. Opo National Margaret Jemfi so baby shower no baso Indian Center nti mama yensha no so na on the 18th wa man who Worcester near wa mapa no and the BCBC nti on the 18th I'm expecting everybody that's just by the way 18th I'm expecting everybody Indian Center na momra metamechi na misha miren munyam and then I know Danquah that is on the 18th to mark date in the 25th na minua bema Christopher Mankwa and so ene ne yere few na Danquah Mankwa almost to omu badin ɛwɔ the same place Indian Center hɔ ti mo ma yɛnhyɛ no so na programs no ba so thick and fast na yɛnkɔ kyerɛ do nti ɔkyena titi Glover Sten na yɛkɔ ne yakɔ akɔboa no on the 18th na Opo National yiri birthday
titi veno no
India Center hɔ na mekan India Center hɔ Sunday India Center hɔ na on the 25th 18th Opo National yiri baby shower na on the 25th and so Christopher Mankawa any few na so a baby naming ceremony outdooring timoma yenhyɛ so na yɛntumi mu a na bibia so tumi konkabusa ene fiada take time ko na bia barbering salon ko yuti no anim na ho ko anochi trading ko tonam twitwa na bonkwan ni nyina sisi ho na bibia nso ntumi konkan enyumako mienu adaroma no me phone in segment brem wote Manucho Maganda Gaucho Margarita La Molina Mempemi Wasa Worcester Massachusetts the Walking Encyclopedia nka ana wote Ken Kalusha enso enka midindi no opoku javu bitimi afrem Opo National kwesi tabri thank you very much for that correction Opo the Kroll and Japan aren't related. I think say we did the cross check and you were right. Now me feel say Japan no sikana idi kan twa no na cause I love them but Kroll and Associates near the company that we contracted them to do a juma on Ghana Electronic with $1 million e twa ya omo anye ho adwuma bia. So thank you very much kwesi tabri for that. Nti nyame yadma ene mo wesenhia Ejura Anopa bra nondu abo American Eastern Standard Time. Kalusha say opedan. What does opedan? And when be? When you be say me pe o man bebo am mayi me no. I know they say when one so be free movers no from. Na me scam dey copy. Chadi oti o kika no. Dey asem na aka. Betra radio so abe hu hia ni. Dey asem na aka no. You see and uti motivational message na dey buy no. You see our life is shaped by our mind. We become what we think. It is always a unisika. You are a rich man. I say, take it with faith, and the money is there. I say, joy follows pure thoughts like a shadow that never leaves. Nti believe in yourself. Kalusha ska be bo America ha, and then aba krumha. Uba krumha 2010. Kalusha aba 2010. US over USA. Okay, Buzia. Just call my sweet sister Monica. I'll say special good afternoon to you. How are you doing? Sanso and Mami ya aka Nabiam wife. Mami ya minua baba kupemicha Fiona Danquah Amankawa. And of course, my sister Adwa will say aka Adwa Krani feed in December. I don't know if you are feeding. Ajwa mecha so and then of course Nana Kalusha huna na wanane no one to mean kasabim Nana Beatrice Owusu aka Nana. Also special good afternoon to you. Ejidi say Obapatio special good afternoon to you. Meso me review and of course AC Wilson my sweet sister Ohima Heti 1 Ekome Bakope Ohima Heti Mrs AAA honorable kwesi akwa MP yire yeso ye chia ohima bigiri za oni nkwala ni nyina so me ho ye and special good afternoon or good evening to you in Ghana Mamia Bankuma Francis Punamani Kwame Kisi Kwame I salute you upon to say Jerry Mensa you are watching me all the way from Ochikrum Scott Safo Missouri Scott you two chairman ye say umpum eye any ebusuafo akanyina ye chia obi bia Kalusha na so person chia hwan sana super so chobi
mama wan be chairman o chicho mi na
we sure Kalusha we mo ni adawa mo ni na ho
man be se me chairman o chicho
okay my yencha Sandra so na yencha Docas Imam Sarah and Professor Jojo me chia mo nyina Dada Joe, me tell catch Professor Jojo. I salute you, Papa. Danso, Sam Danso, also me chow. Dano to my phone now. I'm the Edika cham, the beer cham, and echo outside Kakra. A chap big Olu, see you. Mijis a bibia boko. Menyamina make come bisa or say, why now so person cham?
Olu chow, me bows here.
No put ya queen now,
Beba, is here. Olu chow, pa.
uti a ugo indi na oja olu there's a ungo you did a oni olu ni twaga
olu bi chia o me ba
ana me say just uti a ugo indi na ocha no
be am chia no
Maminja my big brother Silas Ajuman and I'm ranting in CK okay so bacho yapon yemfa kobia yapon call us ni phobia yapon we have porn and we have porn Michael Mante so kai kg unim kg. Oh, Michael Mante KG, it was pleasure meeting you yesterday. And I made the memory course I'm at school. Oh, baby.
DJ.
Yeah.
Oh,
KG. Yeah. And I met KG. Now you share a chepa for a very long time. And I made the memory course summer class. Oh, baby. Say also a man baho until you could share. It was a nice place. Oh, me see a pomunya ifra. Christopher Doche also ya chao. Christopher, you have to achieve for him so Dixon ko Ghana waba. Nti mo ana mo bisa no mo ka acha ne ade ampeso ye mamu nyina waba Dixon aba. Nti mo fa cars numra. Na me ka cars na me ncha Moses and Sam. Our MNS auto body. Moses ni Sam. Moses, it was a pleasure talking to you yesterday, bro. Me jidi say ohun ye. Mwaso den. Yes, see apon and apon ani apon. And they chakos no is upon. And to you, my sweet sister, Rhoda, sorry, was Sofu Vasco, CPIC, Mincha Sofu Vasco, Mincha Sofu, Nana Ousu Bembel. Manu Kalusha, catch them say upon course, na ye, they told them my chance, Yan Church and Kroll. Yancha Sofu Vasco, na Yancha Sofu Asanti Biu, na Yancha Sofu Natkisi, Reverend Father Inokusi Chemate, special good afternoon to you too, and Reverend Nana Ousu Bembel, Miami Sofu, Basre, Reverend Nana Kobi, Church of Pentecost, also a child, Reverend Kofi Usu, Resurrection Power, Sofu also Michelle. Asofo for no kra me refi bidion me sofo SDA Kamawu sofo Isaac Jamra sofo Isaac Jamra SDA sofo papa sofo also mpacho mechao me gidi say also ohun eye special good afternoon to you any elder ahi also o SDA ye chiamu nyina John onzo mechao John onzo mechao SDA no ono yiri ma me efua Mobetu Mobedin, I think it's on the 10th of July. Mami Efua, only John, Monso Yechiamu pa. And of course, to my big brother, some there's some credit. Yes, see upon. And to my big brother, Matilda, any Mamindum for an answer. Steve Enimday, any Nehokani Matilda. Anim day special good afternoon to you and Steve ma mechiao ene nkwada ni nyina yaw ene Isaac ene oba mechiao mu nyina and the entire family, the Anim day family, special good afternoon to everyone. Megidi say nyame adom mu nyina mo ho eye chia sonko pa na me de emamo mechiao bibia onya da agitie yen nyame nhira mu nyina erade de chen a Yebesen Shadwada, Yemobia, a wonderful weekend. Be nice to people, make influence and make impact in the lives of others. Near the Ube Diano, and no one ucha. My wife Jinimun Naho. So Sofuyima, also Mechao, Sofuyima, also so Mechao, ROH, also Mechao, Majirize, also Hoye, a Chao Bibia, Yamisho Bibia, Yami Adma. Yanimo bi share Jwada sabre ya ye sorry so ide Kalusha ko unity me de ade ame ye ne se me full plane na matuhwi na me de tiefo akọ peace 104.3 na yakofa major news bulletin no e de abramo nyame ya adoma esan mo bi share Jwada. Remember say what you do comes back at you, and to be nice to people. Nyame ya adoma kai say Monday a holiday. So nimza Monday a holiday. Until this weekend a holiday weekend. They say to me chile because July 4th no AC Sunday. Ti Monday a holiday. Ti Kalusha Monday a hina beko. You see holidays me kwajuma nkwa na piska. Aden. Nkwa na piska. Okay, Buzamidi, I didn't know how Poku Janvu between my friend Opo National. Once again, I'm inviting everybody. Me pacho, my main 5 videos on can we say, Ebinumu say, a couple of people omso opo o shower no inviting you said I make no shower no nuanom mma bi na put you together and omo eye but not to say I've sent a couple of invites and flyers no to nipa bebre me wo numbers say me new number na me send them our misro enye bo apayo if somebody sends it to you it's the same. For the love you have for Opo National and the family, you are always welcome and everybody is invited into Bia Embra na Mama Meninje. I mean, you people know what happened to me some 2 years ago. And it's time to show love back and make me feel part of the society. Nyami show bibia. Nyami ya aduma. Ebesa ni mo shadwada. Midi edi Opo National. Ken Kalusha. Ken oba into one channel. Mebisa wakasa mebisa usro so becha oba already so. Ongaza. Me bio mic no. I'm on for show Facebook oh. Huh? Uncha uso becha oba no. Oba na uso becha me bio mic am o cha no untimi nja no.
Me no oba bia me cha no.
What do you see?
Me for oba bia ntie.
Okay. Me de manu cho se wati bio e ba me nyimi subu nti untimi kra ncha na nampo. Okay, for national media, we say, oh, we can no play make Jack a doughboy. The peace news no trauma. So, Yami Adman will be Monday. But remember, and then Friday, a bebom nyum na weekend. No, so you can say dead guard. Ya jemu edia mamo. Opo national any manuchone Ken Kalusha ya kramo. And we shall jwada. Yami MOBBN blissful weekend. We are. But remember, TT Glover program no Ebasu Sunday.
Wamon peneso. Watch and tram na sebe